All right. Okay. Just some quick dungeon keeping. I awarded everyone another 50 XP because I realized I just calculated it wrong last week. I've added components to everyone's component pouches. So ready, if you click on the component pouch, you can see mistletoe and your shamrock leaf in there. And twig, you can see all of your various things. Dashing to stand, I'm fine with that. Don't see why there'd be any problem with that. And with the fire beetle gland, it has 2 in total.
Ooh.
And you can give me another medicine check if you wish to attempt to harvest the other one.
Yes.
Reddy might give some guidance after seeing her ruin the first one.
Is that a D4?
It's a D4. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Oh,
jeez.
you botched this one as well.
Oh, no!
And you just stab straight through it and the light just like flickers and then goes out.
You see, I wasn't up to, my master didn't teach me all the surgery, the medicine-y stuff yet. I'll get better.
But otherwise, what do you all remember from last week?
We stormed the castle.
There was a whole lot of extermination happening in the castle.
Yep. Killing
found
big
some
bugs. Yeah.
We killed someone's beetle dog. And then we killed them.
and they're suffering.
Yeah, we put them out of their misery. That was a favor to them, actually. And Yao Mei nearly died too.
Oh yeah, you were down to 1 hit point.
Down to 1. Thank God I remembered I could heal myself.
And you found an arrow trap. I was very excited about that.
We set it off but didn't hurt anyone.
Yep. And Twig put some insectoids to sleep on the ceiling, which was also that was awesome. What else?
We found a cool scarf that makes you extra warm for some reason. Amongst other cool things, like a cool helmet.
Yep.
Tools for alchemy and pots.
More pouches.
Yeah, lots of loot. I also saw some beetle wizards for the first time.
Oh yeah, and they were making some kind of strange soup. And Reddy, you started using your spores.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Already evolved.
And otherwise, you found that this castle is really huge. And yeah, and a Yao Mei leveled. So
He did.
I'll go back to these ruins. So Yao Mei, how did you develop your new skills and abilities, and what's motivating you to advance in this way? And what are you thinking and feeling about in this current situation? And do you do or say anything at this point before continuing?
It's a lot of questions, and I may forget some of them, but feel free to remind me. He is feeling pretty good now. He's had some successes and some failures, and I think he's learned lessons from both. He's learning the art of diplomacy and trying to play really, really annoying games of charades all the time. So he's learning. But he's basically doing the same thing he was doing before back at home with these new strange people and this very, very odd group. And he's been enjoying it. He likes doing this, keeping people safe. He finds that having that sort of purpose is helping him through this really, really annoying situation, this really strange, frustrating scenario that they've all found themselves in. But yeah, I think he's ready to get the hell out of here if possible, but he wants to make sure everyone is either able to come with him or is at least happy and established here before that happens. And also finding a way out is going to be the next challenge, right? So there's that as well.
All right. Well, speaking of finding a way out, or finding a way through, or finding a way, what do you do next?
I think Twig remembers that there were some stairs around the corner. I think he'd like to keep exploring. You want to keep looking at stuff?
I'd love to do some more looking around.
I might motion at these guys.
Maybe Yao Mei will kind of grab your attention and point at the pig and just go, "You eat."
Thank you.
You can eat now. I have had my fill.
I don't know if would Twig eat pig? I guess. Okay. Because
so.
like Twig is a carnivore, right? But I also sort of imagine him as a sort of an insect-eating carnivore. Yeah, insectivore. But I guess maybe he will try these exotic delicacies.
Yeah, I mean, I think because, you're a humanoid, you're not just an animal.
I'm not. That's true.
You would be able to eat all kinds of meat. But yeah, you might be accustomed to eating smaller things like insects and rats and things. Oh, maybe you can eat the insectoid corpses.
That does not please me. Well, I'll dig into this big feast.
Give me a con save. No, I'm just joking. It goes down a treat.
Oh, good.
It's the first cooked food. I don't know if you've been sort of heating up some of these rations and things over some fires,
no.
but yeah, this is definitely tasty after having so little food for so long. And
I stuff my face.
Brond has already stuffed himself. Not as much. He's been a bit unfair about it.
Noted.
It might be a stretch, but are these insect fellas good chefs? Are there any herbs and spices around?
Ooh.
KFC, secret spices, and we'll talk.
Yeah.
You have a search around, but you don't find anything like that, unfortunately.
Chefs.
I think Darius will like to lock the chests that they stashed all their stuff in with the key that he had.
Sweet.
Before he leaves, yeah.
Is there anything in these animal furs? Anything?
Give me a perception check.
With my eyes?
If you just sort of look around with your eyes.
Okay, no, I want to feel around. I want to get in there.
You go through these furs and things, and you find not much more than just a lot of bad smells. It smells disgusting. There's kind of filth and gunk and blood here and there, and it's pretty gross, but you don't find anything valuable.
Okay. Don't go near this, guys. It's gross.
And who wants to control Brond?
I'll control him if no one else wants to, but I'm happy to share bronze.
Yep, go ahead. Should still be able to control him.
Yep.
Which of these stairs is going up?
So the stairs on the left, your right, are going up.
Up?
Yep, yeah, you're going up. So when you come up here, what you see around the corner is basically the top level, part of which had collapsed into the room where all of the treasure is, where all of the crates and things are.
I see.
And you also see directly across from you a door.
Oh.
Oh, you jumped off the edge.
Oh no!
I'll move you back.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It only lets you go one way. So here, yeah, where you've gone, you see a large opening, also about 5 meters high. There's no door or anything like that. It's long since rotted off. And you also see to the north, over here, there is another door, and it is up on the level that you're on, so the second level. But it's also just an opening, and you can see this this stone floor in there, and this kind of large, what looks like a large dark room in there. But there's no obvious way to access it, obviously, because the floor's gone. Looking into this doorway here, you see...
This one?
Yeah. I'll just do this theater of the mind.
Oh, okay.
You see in here just a large square room that's approximately the size of the where the pig is below. There don't appear to be any other doors leading out of this room, so you think like maybe it was some kind of storeroom or something like that at the top of the stairs. You're not really sure. But as you peer in here, you can see that it's full of it. Firstly, it smells. It's really vile in here. And as you kind of lean in, you sort of kick something on the ground, and you look down. You hear this sort of rustling sound. You can see that the ground is all covered with what looks like leaves, like vegetable matter, like mostly like black and brown, like rotted leaves. And you can hear this sound inside this room, but it's very dark in there. You just hear this like.
Does it sound like anything I've heard before?
It sounds insect-like.
Okay. I'm gonna like motion for these guys, like. Shh. Okay. Let me see. I wanna go in there.
All right. So there's some light filtering in from probably a little bit of ambient light that's kind of coming from the level below you. But otherwise, in this room, it's very dark. So you can kind of only see a little way like only a meter or so in from the doorway, and then it becomes very dark. You can't really see anything in there.
Can I sort of, where I am, sort of gently shift the leaves to see the floor?
Yeah, you can kind of shift some of the leaves and you just see stone floor in there. Looks like it's, you know, kind of covered in dirt and rot. It's sort of a bit wet, damp.
A bit wet and damp. Okay. I guess I want to... Do these insects sound big?
There's nothing... it doesn't sound like there are intelligent creatures sort of moving around in here. You don't hear any, like, footsteps or anything like that.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll just keep on going in, see if I can see anything in the darkness.
Okay, in that case,
oh no.
what I'll do is I'll take us over to a battle map.
Oops. Maybe we'll get more puppies.
I hope it's a puppy.
Oops.
And what is it? Like, it's like a room like this or something. Pretty large. There's like a doorway here. And... Oh, that's a shame.
What?
When I move a token and a player moves it at the same time, it causes it to, like...
Oh no.
You know, it causes like realities to branch off and create a stupid multiverse. Okay. How far did you walk into this room, would you say? Because I think you would have had to walk in a little bit further than that, I imagined. Okay. All right, so Yao Mei probably need to be a little bit further down because there's like this, you know, this sort of thing here, and then the stairs go down there.
I think my mage armor should still be on.
Yeah, it'd still be on.
It is? Oh, okay, it is on.
How long has it been? Just out of curiosity, since that...
since we climbed up.
Since the first... I'm not going to assume it's more than 10 minutes.
It's 8 hours. Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah. Not for mage armor, for my own thing.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Just trying to remember how to add things invisibly. Try this. Nope.
Oh.
Oh well.
Isn't that nice? Oh, my God. There.
Any new friends?
So many new friends.
With so many legs.
And speaking of friends,
All the better to hug you with.
Is Bronze going to join us at any point? Or has he just disappeared as well? We've just lost him to the
coma.
friends. Yeah, he's passed out downstairs. He didn't come up.
All right. So let's roll for initiative. And yeah, I mean, Twig, you have low light vision, but in this room, like probably past, you know, like a meter or two within the doorway, I'd say it's dark. So you're still not able to see in here. Didn't you guys find like 1 million torches?
Oh yeah.
I was thinking that, I'm like, are they in the stash? Am I carrying one? I was just.
I think they might be. Yeah, I don't. Wait, where are they? They are in the tribe has them.
Ah.
If you had been able to harvest those glands, they would have provided light.
Oh.
Don't rub it in.
Okay, I am going to because Reddy, you don't know what's going on. Essentially, you're going to be surprised. I'm just going to start from Twig. It just makes sense to me.
Oh, do I sense this guy? Can I smell it next to me?
You hear this thing approaching you, and you begin to feel something on your leg, and then you begin to feel like something kind of reaching out for you, and as if it's kind of wrapping its
Oh my
things
God.
around you.
That's gross. I hate centipedes. Okay, so that's range. Okay, I'm going to do mine's I'm gonna try and no. Okay, I'm gonna try and get it with ghost touch.
All right, that seems
But
good.
I have to attack at disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, you have to attack at disadvantage because you can't see it as well.
Oh no, double disadvantage.
But you still manage to hit it. So
Sweet.
give me the
Oh,
damage.
this is kind of fun battle music.
Like this jungle music, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you cast this spell kind of directly in front of you in the darkness, you just hear this
Okay.
I'm going to move these around.
There's things.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. This thing is going to emerge from the darkness into this area of low light here. And now that you can see this is like a small black grub. Not small in terms of an actual grub. I mean, it's massive compared to a normal grub. It's probably about 15 by 15 centimeters. And yeah, it just kind of comes running after you through this doorway, and it's just going to move to there. Brunt.
I think Angelo stepped out just a second ago. He put in Discord that he'd be right back.
Okay. I will run Brond. He is going to step over to here and attempt to slash at this grub with his claw. And it looks like he's going to hit. And he kills this grub as well. His claws just go straight through its flesh. And he is going to continue moving into this room. All right. Another one of these insectoids is going to come out here. And then you hear Brond. You hear Brond swearing. He's like, "Oh, it's got me! I think it's got me!" And this one here is going to attack Brond with advantage. Because...
Oh no!
Alright.
It was a 1 and a 20. Oh, can we just just marvel at that for like a second.
He lets out a loud roar of pain.
Oh no!
All right, Vindaros.
Vindaros makes his way forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And to attack that creature there.
All right.
He just wants to hold his shield, and he just wants to punch the creature.
Okay.
Unarmed strike, yeah.
Hit.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Is this Vendara stamping his foot?
Yeah, I was thinking if you allow, like, if it's the stamp,
Yeah, you can stamp, but it wouldn't be
it'll
the.
be the same.
Oh, it'd be the same.
Oh, sorry. Now,
The stomp.
I just want to double check something because.
Yep.
On a hit, it's. So on a strike damage equals one. So it's my strength modifier
Yep.
plus. Sorry, just lost.
It should
Okay,
only
we'll just
be
leave it
actually
there.
1d4.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think
Oh
it's
no, sorry,
more than
no,
that.
sorry. It should be 1 plus your strength mod, and then I don't know why it's adding your proficiency to it. Does it do that?
Yeah, just on
I don't think it does.
So yeah, 1 plus your strength modifier, so that's 5 flat.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think we'll treat it as though it doesn't add your modifier for now. Sorry, your proficiency bonus for now.
okay.
But feel free to have a look if you can find out. But you still managed to just squish this thing.
Oh, cool. And then I'll just make my way into the rest of the room. 4, 5. Ah. I thought I can maybe move one more, but diagonal counts as 2.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, you do add your proficiency. Oh no, sorry. What am I talking about? You add your proficiency to the attack. The damage, I don't know why it's adding that +2.
That's okay. I'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yao Mei.
Okay. So I don't think I can actually get very far either. I think I'd be at the same spot as Vindaros. So I might head sort of behind Retty and move up beside him in case anything else comes out of the room.
So you won't be able to move there is the only thing, because the wall...
Oh, there's
Sorry,
a wall there.
I should have drawn the wall.
Then I guess I'll come back here then. Sort of step up to the doorway.
Alright,
Sorry, I forgot the layout of the,
that's
the
alright.
old map.
Ready.
Reddy's just gonna cast Shillelagh and take a step back. I don't think he can see anyone. Any enemies?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be able to.
Alright, that's cool. Let's do it.
Okay, Twig.
Uh,
I'll remove these.
I guess I can't tell if anything is there. So I'll ready an action, ready a ghost touch if I can see a creature. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now the ready condition isn't working. That's weird. I fix one thing and it breaks another. Oh, there we go. Oh, I must have turned it on at the same time as you turned it on.
No.
Oh, weird. Okay. Brunt.
Oh.
Looks like he's gone again.
Oh, okay. Brond is going to lash out in the darkness. and he hits.
Ooh.
And you hear another one of these like... And he's like, I think I got one. All right. And then Vindaris, you hear something creeping around, and you also think that something is kind of crawling up your leg.
Ew.
But you're able to sort of shake it off. Vindaris.
Okay. I can't see what. Sorry, I missed some of this. I can't see what's crawling up my leg. Oh, there we go.
At this point, probably because it's like directly in front of you. I'll say you can see it. I'll say there's some
Okay.
light filtering in, so it's just like dim.
Can I move into that position?
Yep.
To attack that one. He's just trying to stomp all these. Ah,
That hits.
oh,
5 again. Yeah, why is it... that's so strange. But that is enough to kill it because it is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
oh, what the hell, Alex?
Ooh.
And the room falls silent.
I worked out what that is.
What is
So
it?
1 + 4. So it's 1. So an unarmed strike, it's plus. It's 1
Yep.
plus my strength modifier, which is 4,
Yep.
and my proficiency is 2.
But it shouldn't add your proficiency to the damage. That's what I was getting confused about as well, because I was like, oh, it must be a proficiency. And then I was like, wait,
Oh,
no,
it's
it doesn't. Shouldn't be that.
It says you're proficient with an unarmed strike in that text.
Well, yeah, but the proficiency would only be added to... Like, you don't add the proficiency bonus to your damage.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's how I got that 7.
I can't even see where it's coming from in the actual... It's strange. Because you're not even... like, if I say not proficient, let me see. Unarmed strike, damage, still adds a 2.
Yeah, true.
That's so weird. Unless it's... I don't know.
I want to try.
So, is your strength 0? Strength bonus. Oh no, so it's doing the right thing for you.
I think so, yeah.
It might be a condition that you've got, Vindaris. Maybe?
Just exhausted.
I'll see, like if you attack with a spear, does it do it? Yeah, it's doing it there too. So it's some kind of global thing that you've got. But I don't know where it's coming from.
Unlimited power.
Oh no. Is it fighting style dueling? Yeah,
Yes.
that's probably
Might
what
be
it
it.
is.
That's it. I should know it. Yeah, you're right. You get a +2 for any damage.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. Ah, wow.
All right. So mystery solved. But this dark room is still mysterious. But you don't hear these strange sounds anymore.
Do these millipede thingies seem edible?
How would you determine that?
If they smell terrible, as this room does. If they look like things that I've eaten before.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like since you've already established that you eat bugs, I don't know. These are very large grubs. You would I would say have a strong suspicion that these may be beetle insectoids young.
Ooh.
But as for whether or not that means you can't eat them, you don't know. But you've never seen grubs like this before.
Hmm.
Can Vindaros use the end of his spear just to to sweep and just to see if he like knocks into anything.
Yeah, do you sort
Because he
of
really can't.
walk through the room doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take you very long before you bump into something. Yeah.
And in saying that, wherever that is, I might call out to Twig, and just like tap. 'Cause I can't see Twig. I can only see the light from the doorway.
Wait, no.
If
not
I
there.
can find that object, if that object is there.
When you tap it, it kind of makes like the sound of punching somebody.
Ah. Is it squishy if I tap too hard?
It's a little bit squishy.
Huh? Huh? I'll stop.
So
You stomp on it?
I stomp on it.
It doesn't like squish or anything. It feels like you're stomping on, like it's fairly large actually, as you're kind of stomping around and sort of laying your foot into it.
Oh, okay.
But but it's not like solid. Like it's you know, but it's a big lump.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it. Give me an investigation check.
What's in there?
Oh, sorry. That was my cue, so I was just reading about it.
You feel a hand, a humanoid hand, as you're kind of touching around.
It's feeling me.
But it's not moving or anything. But you kind of grab like a hand. You're like, oh, it sort of suddenly dawns on you that this is a hand, and you're like,
Oh.
It suddenly occurs to you that this is probably a corpse or somebody that sleeps very heavily at least. But the stench in this room definitely makes you think that this is probably a dead body.
Okay, I might grab Vindaros's hand and sort of pull, like, get it to touch.
Join its tip.
And it's literally the dead fish handshake. It's just like
I'm gonna start pulling it out towards the door.
All right.
I'll help Twig.
Thank you.
Okay, so you pull this corpse out into the dim light in the other room, and this thing is like half skeleton, and its innards are all kind of coming out of its body, and it looks like it's been eaten basically. But it is wearing a couple of things. It's wearing a cape, and it has what does it have on it? It's got a tunic, leather kilt, and yeah, this fancy looking cape. These clothes are a little bit bloodied and a little bit worn, a couple of tears, but otherwise look to be in like pretty good condition. And it's also wearing some armor, some leather armor, and it has an empty spear quiver on its back. And Vindaros, I've decided to say that you do need some kind of quiver to carry spears and javelins and things on your back.
Okay.
But you can use this one.
If it's okay with the group, yeah, so Vindaros like to strap that to his backpack.
Twig will start sort of taking off the cape, sort of motioning, does anyone want this cape? Cape would look great with the shell.
This cape, as you pull it off, you discover that it is similarly to the scarf, although a little bit of a different design. but maybe a similar color. I'll leave the color up to whoever takes it. But it is beautifully made, and it has... Yeah, I'll leave the design up to whoever takes it as well, but it is just a very beautiful... You've never seen fabric like this except when you saw the scarf.
Does it look like a warm cape or a thin cape? Important question.
It looks like... it doesn't look like it was designed for warmth.
Oh. I wouldn't mind a cape.
I'll say that when you look at this cape, it kind of gives you a good feeling, actually. You feel like, almost like whatever adversities you encounter in these ruins, you feel a little bit more optimistic about it.
Oh.
All right, I'll hand the cape to Reddy.
I've got a good feeling about this.
So as you hand this cape to Reddy, Twig, you start to feel very encouraged and sort of confident. But Reddy, your feelings of encouragement and confidence seem to disappear.
Well, actually, maybe you ought to.
And also everyone who is not holding this cape feels a little bit encouraged, a little bit confident. Just the look of it makes you feel kind of a little bit braver than usual.
When it's too close, you're like, oh, I don't like this pattern. When it's far away, it looks really nice.
You see, it's actually got like, instead of having like a nice swirly pattern, it's actually just dicks or something. And you're like, oh, I don't really want that.
It looks so good from a distance.
Wait, so does Reddy wants the cape or no?
Yeah, Reddy will like the cape. He likes it. He
Okay.
had a good feeling before, even if it's gone now.
Yeah, okay.
And does anyone want to have the leather armor and the clothing?
Maybe the clothing for Yao Mei, but he has some sort of... actually, no, because he's got armor already, I think. Yeah, I have hide armor. So I'm good, never mind. I take it back.
No clothing?
Do I need clothing?
Well, you're
I've
just
got my
wearing like a
rags and I've got
loincloth
my
and
armor.
whatnot. Yeah.
I've got hide armor as well. I
It's
just
up to
don't know if I need clothes if I have armor as well. I'm trying to work that out.
Well, you're in a loincloth with some armor.
Yeah, maybe that's not comfortable. Maybe I will take the clothing off. I'm ignoring. He's like, oh, it's not my favorite color. I guess I'll take it.
All right.
Did Twig want the armor? The leathers?
Twig,
with
I think would be perhaps a bit weighed down by the armor.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to wear the armor.
Yeah. I wouldn't feel like myself, but thank you.
Can Vindaros try squeeze into it?
Yep. You can definitely fit. And this creature, like, although it is like partially skeletal and looks like part of its face has been eaten off, it has this very like pinkish skin, and you can see that its hind legs, its legs, end in trotters. And it has these like these kind of big, sort of pointy, flappy ears. You think this is some kind of pig folk?
Ah.
Oh, I feel. Oh, I just ate one of its brethren.
Oh.
Did it look like pig folk that we were eating downstairs, or did it look like a pig?
It just looked like a pig.
Very important question.
Just a pig.
Distant cousins then at most. It's fine.
Whew.
Was there anything else in there, do you think? Or
You can poke around in
manage
there.
to look through it?
Yeah, can we
Do you want to, maybe we need a torch, Twig?
torch?
Do you think you were able to see everything?
No, I couldn't see a thing. Do I have a torch? I don't think I have any torches.
There was the
I don't
fire
think
upstairs,
any of
right?
us took one.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe there was some downstairs. Chalk. Club. Yeah, no, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, there is a torch. Oh, no, but that's with the tribe. Sorry.
It's a half-burned candle.
Oh, that would work. I have pyrite.
I think we can use the fire from downstairs too if you're down there.
Oh, yeah.
Use the pyrite.
All right, yeah, you can run downstairs and grab a candle, and I mean, they were still, well, you probably put them out before, but yeah, you can light it and bring it back up and have a look in this room. And you see a couple more corpses. Well, these are just pretty much skeletons. And you also see several, they look like eggs. Several of these kind of yellowish white eggs that are maybe like 20, 25 centimeters each. And they're sort of stuck to the ground in a corner. And you can see that there are also like a bunch of these eggs, 4 or 5 of them, that have already hatched, but these ones don't appear to have hatched. And you can kind of like go up to them with the candle, and it looks like you can sort of almost see through this like semi-transparent covering on the egg, and kind of see something maybe kind of breathing or moving around in there.
It's like alien.
Membrane, maybe is the word I wanted. I don't know.
What do we want to do with these guys, hey? I mean, maybe.
Maybe we can fix them.
Maybe we could raise them.
Puppies.
Yeah, maybe we could teach them our ways. Why don't we just leave them here for now?
Kill them.
What was that?
I'm not in the room and I can't hear you. I don't understand you anyway. I'm just changing. I'm putting the clothes on, even if they're a little stinky.
If you want to equip something, Yao Mei, you can. Where is it? Oh, you've already done it. Nice.
Yeah, I've already done it.
Awesome.
I'll keep the loincloth as like a rag and just like tie it to one of the straps that I've made up of my little faux backpack.
All right. I
mean,
don't see anything else up here that looks interesting.
The grubs that we did see attacked us on the site anyway. I mean, I'm not too convinced on their capacity for love. Passion. But I'm happy. I'm happy to leave them here. What do?
True.
Should we show
That's true.
Yao Mei and Vindoros?
Yes. Yes, maybe we
See
can
what
get
they
their
think.
opinion. Yeah, I guess we'll
We'll take one out or something.
yeah. Wait, did you say take them out?
Take one out?
One out. Yeah, if it's possible to sort of like.
Yeah, you can grab one of these eggs and it feels sort of gooey and sticky, and you can pull at it and it's kind of like stuck to the floor and all these leaves around it and stuff like that, but you can kind of like dislodge it and sort of pick it up. it's not too heavy, or drag it across the floor into the light.
I'll guess it to Yao Mei and Linda or something like. There's
okay.
this many more.
They say
Kill?
feed it. I mean,
She's saying to break it open.
kill.
Killing with
Kill?
Bron's like, these are clearly flesh-eating bugs. I think we should kill them before they hatch.
I agree. Let's kill them. I stab it. I'm just trying to go maximum damage. I'm slashing.
Yeah, you can easily just kill it that way. Or this kind of black, greeny ooze comes out of it.
Ugh. He definitely gags as well. He's like, oh. More?
All right.
Kill?
Twig nods. Makes sense.
Okay.
Alright, you can go in there and easily kill,
Wahoo!
take out the rest of these eggs.
Another successful.
I at least offer to make the dagger before he goes in.
I actually have a dagger as well. Or is
do
it
you?
blunt? I seem to have a dagger. But I don't know if it's a...
Yeah.
Yeah,
bronze
okay.
dagger.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I'm keeping my dagger then. Wiping it off on my loincloth. Rag.
Multi-purpose. Yeah, alright. Yo, squish.
Yep, you're able to easily kill the rest of these eggs.
Let's go do some more exploring.
Yep. Let's do it.
Alright, I'll take us back to these ruins. Well, we were always at these ruins.
There's nothing but ruin. I'm really making this ominous, sorry. It's been one of those days.
Oh dear.
So Twig, these stone steps lead down, and down at the bottom you can see another 5-meter high doorway leading into another dark chamber. You can see into that chamber a little bit. It's probably a little bit brighter than the egg chamber due to the light that's filtering in from over here, although it is still very cloudy and dim outside. But yeah, you can see what looks like a... from where you are, you just see a bit of floor, but some kind of room in there.
I might ask Reddy for the candle, or if Reddy can go in there with the candle.
Oh, whichever you prefer.
After you, good sir.
I'll put one of these candles in your inventory. Where is it? Oh, in the treasure pile. Yeah.
Does it smell similar here?
No.
Okay.
Aha.
So, as you enter this room, I'll also do this Theatre of the Mind. You see a relatively large room that's mostly empty. And at the end of this room, well, there's a couple of things in here. At the end of the room, there is an arch, like a stone arch, but it's just in a flat wall. So it's kind of like, it's like there's a doorway there that is perhaps, it almost looks like it's just been like filled up with more stones. So it's just a wall with an arch in it. And to the right of this archway, there is some kind of like hole in the ground. Looks like a trench of some kind. It's only like, I don't know, like half a meter long, and I don't know, 20 centimeters wide or something like that. And you also see, as you kind of shine this candle around, a massive statue standing on the right side of the room. It is very similar to the statue that you saw in the forest, which was like pointing towards this place. It's about like 4 meters tall, and it is dressed very similarly, but it is wearing a helm and carrying a shield and a sword. And it's just kind of standing there sort of somberly, as if looking out on this room. But otherwise it's empty.
Can I see what's in this trench?
Yeah, you can sort of look down into this trench and you see some kind of like a slot. It looks like at the bottom of the trench, there's some kind of metal or something like that has like a small, like a square kind of slot in it. You're not really sure what it is.
Does it smell?
No.
Okay. Can I,
When you say slot, is it like a coin-sized slot, or is it like just to get a better picture of it?
It's more like, it's pretty big. It's like the size of like an open hand. And it is on like one side of this trench. So it's kind of like it's at one end of this trench.
oh.
Is the trench flat?
What do you mean by flat?
Like level the entire way? It's not like sloped or anything?
Yeah, it's level.
Can I drop a sling bullet in there?
Yeah. It just...
Does it go
Nothing
through
happens.
the slot or anything? Or just like falls to the bottom?
The slot is just a like a indentation. Like it's not like it goes anywhere.
Oh.
So yeah, the rock will just like sit in the slot.
Does it look like anything we recovered upstairs? Anything that, any of the stuff that we hid away? Because I remember there being like a bowl or a chalice or something. Does it look to be about the same size, or is it? You said it's about the size of an open hand. I don't know how big the chalice or whatever it was.
It doesn't remind you of the chalice or the bowl.
How large is the actual trench? Does it cover like the entire side of the room? Or?
No, sorry, it's like a... I forget what I said it was before. It's like maybe like 20 centimeters wide, and then like maybe a meter long or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's a small slot just to the right of this arch near the...
You said half a meter
arch.
long, 20 centimeters wide.
Oh yeah. Sweet.
Notes. I wrote it all down.
I hope my description makes sense, because
I think it's a good description.
I didn't really think it through.
I have an idea, but I'm not sure whether Reddy would have an idea.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Reddy would have an idea if you think he would have an idea.
In my head, it sounds like an oven or like a forge or something. But
No, it's not like it's
Not
in the
quite like that?
it's in the ground. I'm not describing it very well because I don't know how to describe it without.
give us a picture.
Wait. Sorry. You gave-
Imagine like a coin slot, right? But it's 1/2 meter long, and it's in the ground. That's what it is. And then if you look into the coin slot, and it's like 20 centimeters wide, so it's like a giant coin slot in the ground. And then if you look into it, there is a square that is depressed another, 10 centimeters into the slot.
How deep is the slot?
Maybe 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters, probably 20 centimeters. Give me an investigation check, or give me an insight check, actually.
Who?
Either Reddy or Twig can give me an insight check with advantage.
Maybe Retty, you should.
Should have let Twig do it. Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
You feel like you feel like this there's like a small gap between the bottom of the slot. Like it looks like the floor of this slot that's kind of made out of some sort of metal material or something. It looks like it's kind of a little bit separate from the slot itself, and you feel like maybe it would move a little bit if there was some way to move it.
It's not clicking.
What? Can I press that depression?
Yeah, you can kind of reach down and put your hand in it. It doesn't do anything when you press it.
Okay.
So if we had like a really big Allen key, is what you're saying? Like,
You think
Is
more
it-
like if you had some sort of big stick or something,
okay.
that maybe you could kind of like put it in there and try to like put it into that little slot and move it. Push at it maybe. That's the thought that you have with an 18.
Ooh. A big stick.
So we just need to find a slot-sized stick then.
A slot-sized stick.
I don't want to give it away, but I'm just like worried that my description is terrible, so you just never get it.
You just need to
Your
consider that
description
we're really dumb.
Yeah, your description is probably fine. This might be nuts, but also Ayame does not speak the language. He is just standing there looking at these guys, looking at it, going,
It's a rectangular hole in the floor, about 20 centimeters deep, with like a metal base that has a square hole in it, and it looks like that metal base is separate from the stone floor. All right, that's the best I'm gonna be able to do, I think.
Oh, can we grab onto the metal base and like jiggle it?
Give me an athletics check.
Oh.
happy to assist if I see that Twig is doing something to try and move things.
Oh,
It'll
please
probably be
assist.
too difficult for you to assist because you won't be able to reach in. Both of you won't be able to reach in.
Whoa!
Never mind.
Jokes! Who needs help?
I take it all back.
Sorry.
This, as you kind of push and pull on this thing, it seems to like be a little bit movable, a little bit kind of wobbleable, but you still are unable to move it, even with a 20.
Never gonna be this athletic again.
We've had two nat 20s today. I mean, one was GM side in a fight, but like still pretty good.
Would there be anything that we've seen that would fit into this this little hole? Perhaps a bone or spear?
You'd have to try. Yeah, you feel like the hole. I mean, it's fairly big. You know, like kind of palm hand size.
Yeah, I guess I can't see anything in our treasure pile that would fit.
Maybe some bones or something.
Yeah, maybe pig bone? What is the longest bone in a pig's body?
I mean, Reddy, you've got a quarterstaff. Vindaros has a flint spear and a bronze javelin.
Could I use that, or do we use those two?
Yeah, you could try.
Oh. Does Vindaros want to try? Since he's probably a bit stronger than I am.
Vindaros seems to. He's just staring at the wall, thinking about some of the things he's done recently.
Oh dear.
His eyes are glazed over, and he's just like.
I understand. I'll give it a try then.
No, I mean that doesn't make sense. I mean he would snap out of that. Perhaps he was reflecting on just everything that's happened so far, and he will. What do you want him to do?
No, I wasn't sure. You suggested it, so that's why I was like, I can't.
I'm assuming it's like kind of put it in and then try and push it with like use as like a lever sort of thing. I'm assuming that's what we're supposed to do here.
Yeah, if there's some sort of leverage to gain.
Yeah, like along the trench, I guess.
Okay, Vindaros will put put his bronze javelin into this slot, into this kind of square hole, and try to use it to like push the lever, if it is a lever. And he will make an athletics check. Where's this things?
In before broken spear. Sorry, Vindaros.
And nice. Even without anyone helping him, he is able to push this thing exactly like a lever. It was a lever.
Yay!
Like that.
Nice.
And this stone wall that is in this arch, it begins to lower. This dust kind of crumbles and sort of falls off some of these stones as this slides into the ground. And you see an even darker room in there. It looks like there's more stairs going downwards. But before you can do anything else, suddenly this kind of crackle of energy sparks in front of you. And this image like forms. It's like a hologram.
Whoa.
And it's like this kind of ethereal sort of ghostly mouth. It's just this large bearded mouth. And it just speaks in this very deep, reverberating voice and says some unintelligible words that you cannot understand. You've never heard this language before. And it says maybe like 5 or 6 words, and then it disappears again.
Oh. Did it sound nice?
It sounded like...
That sounds like welcome to my man cave.
Yeah, it sounds welcoming.
So friendly. Maybe there's more puppies.
Can I use another sling to sort of like sling bullet to throw it through this doorway and see if anything happens.
Yes, you throw a sling bullet through the doorway. And when you do that, you suddenly hear this sound. It sounds like something kind of cracking, some sort of crust that hasn't moved in a very long time. You hear kind of little bits of sand and dirt kind of falling to the ground, and it's coming from the statue to your right. And you look over to this statue and you hold up the candle and you see that this statue that was kind of looking straight into the room, sort of overseeing the room, begins to move its head. And it looks in your direction. And let's go over to another battle mat.
Oh god, not again.
I don't mean to.
I just want to make some friends.
And so let me think. This room, I don't know how big it is. If I had some idea. It's not that big, I'd say. Probably only about that big. And so there is like this large door here, which you've just opened, and then there is the door here with the stairs leading up from where you came. And you can stand around in this room, and there is this enormous statue. And as it begins to move, you see this like flickering of like purple light underneath its helm. And its eyes light up with this like purple energy. And it takes a step forward. And it begins moving towards you and preparing to swing its sword. What I might do is give somebody Vindaros. I'll give everyone Vindaros. Hold on.
Ooh.
And I'll give... I think everyone's got Brond. Here we go. Who wants to control Vindaros while he's away?
I'll control Vindaros.
Alright. And what about Brond? I can do Brond.
I'm happy to do it.
You want to do it? Okay,
You
sweet.
take.
I really don't mind.
Alright. I think that's everyone. You should be able to roll for Brond and Vindaros as well. Yep.
Yep, going to roll now. Oh, it's in a different format to mine.
Alright. Twig, you're up first. How do you respond to this statue lighting up and stepping towards you?
I respond well. Of course.
Who is holding the candle, by the way?
It's me.
Okay.
Okay. Twig is gonna try. He's terrified. It's enormous. And he's gonna bring out something that he's just learned.
Nice.
In his terror. Okay. So shit. Okay. Hook. Okay. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d4 piercing damage per chain and become hooked.
All right.
Attack rolls against the creature have shot. Okay. Oh, attack rolls against the creature have advantage while it remains hooked.
Interesting. Just trying to see. Yeah, okay. Yes. So these three hooked chains made of sinew and bone just sort of come out of the void, out of the darkness, and like fly at this thing. And so it'll make a dex save as it kind of turns its head and sees these things coming at it. Oh,
Ooh.
nice. So give me the damage. Okay, it'll take 7 slashing damage. And I can never remember any of my own things.
What can also...
Jeez, why did I make this so wordy? I think it's like restrained or something.
It's hooked, yeah.
It's hooked. Oh yeah, it's not specifically restrained. It's just hooked. So I will put a reminder on it. Okay. Anything else?
Run away. Yeah, end turn.
Okay, ready.
Since he is holding the candle, I'm going to assume he probably didn't bring his shield. He probably left it in the other room.
It depends. It's up to you how you want to be carrying the candle.
I mean, he's probably carrying either the quarterstaff or the shield. I'd imagine that he took the quarterstaff instead of the shield.
Okay.
So in that case, he will cast Shillelagh and go and whack it
With advantage.
with advantage.
As it appears to be kind of struggling against these sort of bone chains, you try to swing your quarterstaff at it, and it manages to kind of pull its arm enough, pull this chain sort of with it, and just basically pummels your quarterstaff out of the way, just with the sort of with the hilt of the sword.
Sort of look up in horror. I think I'll end the turn
All right.
and pray.
Just so you know, it is dim in here. You noticed before you've been carrying this candle the whole time. You get the sense that it's not like pitch black in here without this candle, probably. Okay, Yao Mei.
I guess there's not really much to do except take a swing at it. So if I head over, I'd have to get here, wouldn't I, to attack?
You can attack from there.
Yeah? Okay. Because I'd like to stay back here if I could, and go for an attack.
All right.
Let's try this.
With advantage.
Thank you. I would have forgotten. Yay!
Nice. That's a hit.
Yay!
I was going to say maybe this one will work then.
Ooh.
All right.
Something.
You just hear this loud ring as this bronze dagger sort of scrapes up the side of this statue and just kind of carves this this indent in the side of it. And it kind of turns its glowing purple eyes in your direction.
Oh no.
And it, at this point, lifts this massive sword that it's holding. It's just this big stone sword. And it is going to swing it at Yao Mei in response to your attack. Does it have disadvantage because of the bone hooks? I don't think so. No, attack rolls against it have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, it can also...
It can tear itself free if it can attempt to, but it sacrifices its turn. Okay,
Yep.
it hits you, Yao Mei. And it will do 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh dear! Oh no dear, I immediately look quite rough, guys.
Oh crap.
I immediately look really bad. Like really, really bad.
Vindaris, welcome back.
Put me in, coach. Quick. This stone creature,
Yep.
can that... Have we seen that move across Or is it like stuck to the wall?
So it began walking, but then Twig cast this spell on it, and these like hooked chains made of like bones and stuff kind of came out of the ether and have wrapped around it and kind of hooked onto it, and so it looks like it's kind of held there. So it doesn't look like it's able to walk currently unless it tears itself free.
Okay. Vindaris would like to move into that position. That was double movement as well through AMA. And just lay into the statue with his fists.
Alright.
Again, sorry, just find my page.
Fists. Why does he use his fists?
He's just angry.
He's angry. Oh, he really is angry. Awesome.
Oh yeah, it has advantage. But you don't need to.
Oh yeah, you would have had advantage. Whoa, that is a holy shit.
He's an angry unit.
Fuck. So you just like push past the Yao Mei and just like run straight to the side of it while it's like struggling against these hooks and just and it just like rocks as you just like basically this thing, you get the impression that this has been here for a long time and it is not as strong as it once was, and as you punch it, not to diminish the power of your punch of course, as you punch it all these like cracks spread out from where your fist is, and it kind of shudders and shakes, and it is still standing, but it begins trying to sort of struggle against these chains to like turn in your direction as these cracks continue to like spread out across its whole body, and it is it's looking very, very cracked. Brond.
Was someone else controlling Brond or?
Yeah, I think I've got him.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I guess he'll also come forward and he sees all these cracks that appear and he's gonna go for it with the claws and see what he can do. Is it still an advantage? I think it is.
Yep.
Oh yes, yes.
Misses. Just kind of scrapes across it, but it doesn't seem to do it any damage.
Just files his nails.
He's getting him ready for the next attack, you know?
Twig.
Okay, Twig is going to try and shake the foundations of this strange creature and send some bad vibrations out. Toll the dead. So that's a DC 14 wisdom saving throw, please.
Alright. Toll the dead. Ooh.
Wow, so wise.
Despite all the cracks in its body, maybe you do kind of, as you send this like pulse of loud like what do you call audio sound energy again? You know, like a sonic pulse, like through the room of this kind of like of these dolorous bells. It sort of shakes it, and more of this sort of dust comes out of it, but it doesn't look too rocked by this spell.
The statue has seen plenty in its day.
All right, ready.
Shillelagh attack. Yeah.
Oh,
It just
with advantage. Advantage.
yeah, nice.
Yay.
Oh, it just kind of moves out of the way. You just miss it.
Dang.
Yao Mei.
Gonna try again, and I'm probably gonna die, but it's okay. Still at advantage.
Yep.
I'm remembering.
That hits.
Yay.
Yes.
Nice. It does seem like it's hard for you to do damage with this with this piercing weapon, but despite that, previously you were able to kind of do it a little bit of damage, and so you would know that, yeah, it's kind of difficult to hurt it with this this piercing weapon, but you managed to just get it inside some of these cracks.
Ooh.
And it kind of like, you're able to stab this dagger like deep into one of these cracks, and it kind of, and this thing turns its head at you, and its eyes like flicker as this crack just goes straight up through the middle of its torso and like up through its head, and its eyes like then flicker again and go dark.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
it ceases to move, although it remains standing there, but it just has this massive crack going straight up through its head.
Punch it again. Just like one big one.
Finish him.
I was actually going to ask, GM, this didn't come into play, so I'm just going to ask it now that we're not fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Since I leveled at the end of the last session, or between last session and this session, am I able to use the new features and stuff that I have?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Because I lined myself up with ready in case I needed to use something, and it didn't end up happening. So I wanted to check.
Yeah, I've been thinking that I probably don't require a long rest to level. I don't see why, especially because you don't heal. I don't know. So yeah, yep.
Cool, thank you. Is there anything around it, like this statue, that may have triggered it to awaken, or was it just the act of throwing the bullet through that doorway?
You don't see anything else around. The room is otherwise empty.
Okay. Can I maybe call out to Wig and then mime throwing again? Just to see if it does anything.
I'll throw a sling bullet at the statue.
Nothing happens.
And and then at the doorway?
I'll throw a sling bullet at the doorway.
Nothing happens.
Is there enough light in here to see without the candle?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe you have the sense that you can see in here without the candle, but if you go through that, what is now an open doorway, then it becomes pitch black in there.
Okay. I'll make my way towards the doorway. Cautiously.
Nothing happens while you make your way towards the doorway.
Vindaris also noticed that AMA was sweating in the bit of that encounter. Was that? He'll take a knee and just say, and then you hear this reverb from him, and he'll lay on hands for 5 healing points to AMA.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. He looks a lot less bloody now. He looks about 50% okay now.
Reddy's going to go through. No one stops him.
Nothing happens as
It's
you
on the other side.
step through the door.
Pig's gonna follow.
I think there's a joke about that. Turtles getting to the other side. Usually about crossing the road, but...
Roads?
Isn't that a chicken?
Yeah, that's...
What's a road?
I don't know what a chicken is.
I heard about the path.
Yeah, you know, why did the turtle cross the path?
That classic.
All right, so you find another set of wide stone steps beyond.
Sorry, I gotta run very quickly.
Okay. you find another set of wide stone steps leading down into the darkness, and you can walk down there cautiously. And as you enter, as you leave the stairwell, you enter a much larger chamber. This chamber is much more like, I don't know, maybe like 10 meters by 10 meters or something like that. And you can see what looks like a hole, a large pit in the middle of this chamber. And you can also see around the edges of the room, there seem to be, as you kind of shine the candle around, some sort of kind of like the foundations of walls that used to be there, perhaps. Like, it looks like this chamber was divided up into several smaller rooms, and then there's this kind of large room in the middle. But all of the walls have long since deteriorated. And you also see what looks like another doorway across the other side of the room, on the other side of this big pit. And it's very cool and dry down here. Feels like it's been protected from the elements for a very long time. Like, you feel like you're the first people to have come into here for a very, very long time, and just gives you a very unsettling feeling. And you can hear this sound of almost like breathing as this wind kind of comes from this doorway on the other side of the room and like blows through the room. It's a little bit cold down here. But there doesn't appear at first glance to be anything else in here. At least you're kind of standing at the bottom of the stairs looking into this room, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Can I approach the pit to see, was it maybe a fire pit, or is there anything interesting in there?
Yeah, so this is a circular 5 meter wide pit, and you can, Reddy can kind of hold the candle over it, and it goes very far down. I'm trying to think like how far you'd be able to see in there with a candle. This pit is, you can kind of see in the gloom, something like 8 meters deep. And as you look down there, you can see that there is some kind of like object in there, like a massive object. Actually, with the candle, you can see fairly easily that this looks like a skeleton, a huge skeleton that is. It's like a 4 meter tall humanoid of some kind, and it's just kind of sitting in the bottom of this pit in a almost kind of like in the fetal position.
Do I get the sense it is like the statue?
You don't see anything that would suggest that off the bat.
Can I come and have a look at it?
Yeah. I was going to say Vindaris also looks over Twig's shoulder to have a look at this skeleton and turns to AMA and say, geez, this is one crazy prison.
Yeah, it's been locked up a long time. Must have been really bad. Now, GM, I have a feature called Bone Appraiser. Which means by looking at bones, I can identify the biological source. However, this seems like a creature I've never seen before. So how might that work if I were to inspect these bones?
Well, firstly, you're quite a distance away from these bones, and so I'm going to say that actually from where you are at the top of this pit looking down at this skeleton, you're not able to kind of get a close enough look at it to really be able to appraise these bones.
So you're saying I would have to go down there to have a look at it. Is there an easy way for me to get back out if I were to do that? Just by looking?
You don't see anything like that.
Okay. Maybe
Can
not.
you smell those bones?
mean, I can try.
Yeah, I
Take a
mean,
whiff.
you can probably you can get a whiff of them.
I do have keen hearing and smell, so potentially that helps me here.
Yeah. Give me a perception check with your keen smell. Well, I mean, it's not that you would necessarily struggle to... Yeah, I mean... 13. You can smell that these bones are very old. Like, really old.
Musty.
But you're not able to gather much more than that.
Are there any carvings on the walls or figurine statues around?
You don't see anything like that.
Okay.
Is this pit kind of taking up? I didn't actually write how. Oh no, I did. I wrote it's about 8 meters deep. But how wide is it? Is it blocking off half of the room, or is it something we can kind of come around, have a look at from a different angle?
You can easily walk around it. It's about 5 meters. 5 meters across.
Okay.
Like the diameter is 5.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not blocking off the other half of the room or anything.
No.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just keep walking. See if I can see anything else around the room that's cool.
Yeah, you don't see anything else. The room otherwise is just empty. The floor is actually unlike the floor above. It's not this kind of stone, you know, it's not like individual stones that have been cobbled together. It's just like flat rock.
Like it's been carved, or is it just like a big slab that existed at some point that was already here? Does it have any sort of particular look about it?
There's a fair bit of dust and dirt on the ground, but if you kind of kick it around a little bit, you get the impression that maybe this chamber was actually carved into the rock. And if you kind of look into this doorway across the other side of the room, you can see that basically it just looks like there's no chamber on the other side, but rather there's just this. It just looks like a long dark tunnel. Just disappears into the darkness some way ahead. It's about 4 meters tall and about 2 meters wide, and it's just got this. It's just kind of. It's got this like. It's just sort of reinforced by these stone slabs. It's like a polygon shape, like maybe like a 5, like it's like a pentagon in shape.
Okay. And one more question. Sorry, everyone, just monopolizing this time to ask about stone. What about the foundations of these smaller rooms that may have existed? Does that also look like they were potentially carved? I know there's not much left, but is there sort of a lot of rubble around, like it's bricks or stones that have been fashioned together? Or is it also carved like the floor?
I'll say there's evidence of some of like, it looks like those foundations were laid on top of this rock, so they look like they're made out of like stone blocks.
Okay, so it makes sense that they would have sort of crumbled when the rest of the floor is, I mean, it's obviously floor, but that looks more intact. And the stone blocks,
the foundations probably are still stone blocks, I'll say.
Yeah, okay, cool. Do we just keep going?
Yeah, let's...
Stone? So maybe pick up like whatever little pebble we have, throw it in the next room.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll... Is there like a small thing on the ground? Little rubble? tiny rubble?
I mean, there'd probably be the bullet that you used previously. You could pick that up
Oh
again.
yeah, I'll grab that.
And you can throw it into the tunnel, and again, it just... You hear this sound of this pebble kind of bouncing around a bit, sort of like echo down this chamber. Echo off these walls.
All right. Seems good.
All right.
Walk in.
So you can head into this chamber, and it is just this long, fairly straight. Maybe there's like a couple of slight turns in it. But you walk for like probably 5-6 minutes or so, and this tunnel just continues on. Again, it's just some parts of this also look like they were cut directly through solid rock, and then other parts of it are sort of reinforced with these large stone slabs that are sort of arranged in this like pentagonal shape.
Is it getting deeper?
No, it's just maybe it kind of goes down a little bit and then rises a little bit, but you just don't encounter anything in 5 minutes of walking. Do you keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. You continue walking for another 5 minutes, and it's just more of the same. Do you keep walking?
Can we maybe, like if I'm assuming there's possibly like little stones or something around, and I don't have to keep making twig throw bullets, but
actually, it's very smooth.
There's
there isn't really much. It's very smooth. Just dirt, really.
So maybe I'll just keep miming at twig to just throw, just to see how far we have to walk before it like curves off again, or just keep going twig.
Yeah, can I just like pick up the bullet that I've thrown and keep throwing it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
You never get any indication from this bullet that it is like hitting any wall or anything like that.
Maybe after like 10 or 15 minutes of this, maybe we just stop and kind of look around.
Wait, 10 or 15 minutes?
Well, it's up to everyone else, but I reckon after some time we'd stop and try and figure out if there's something else we can do.
15.
Okay. After 12...
I must be getting tired, Twig.
After 12 minutes, you feel like you've probably traveled for like maybe around a kilometer, maybe a little bit more. You find yourself, the tunnel finally opens up into a small circular chamber. It's very dark in here, but you're able to look around with the candle. And you don't see anything in this chamber except for another one of these giant empty lever slots.
Ooh. We know this.
We get it now. Maybe we stop, go back, get everyone, bring them. Seems safe.
Wait, we don't know what's behind this.
But if we don't open it, then we don't have to find out.
Well, we
don't have to fight again, and I don't have to die.
The only difference is that in this case, this is just this round chamber, and there is no arch in the wall before you or in any of the walls.
Yeah, maybe stop. Maybe stop. I don't want to set something off. I mean, I'll go with it, whatever everyone else wants to do, but I feel like Yao Mei is going to hang back. He is definitely battered again.
I like levers.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm Team Lever, but I'm also okay with whatever. I'll protect you.
Did we actually take the bronze javelin out of the old lever, or did we have to leave it in there to keep the door active? is the question, because
Ooh,
otherwise
that's a good point.
we're going to be making Vindaris use something different.
I'll say that Vindaris would have tried to pull it back out and see what happened.
Okay.
So you can keep the javelin, Vindaris.
Okay. Yeah, like last time.
Naomi's going to hang back and just be like, no. He's not making a move to stop anyone, but like...
Are we actually in that circular area at the moment, or not? We haven't stepped across.
It's up to you.
Where the tunnel joins the circular area,
Yeah.
is there a threshold, like a cut? Is there a join between the two floors?
You don't see anything like that. Give me a. How do you look?
Oh, I'll just
Dashing as always.
go closer to the floor on one knee. Ask, who's got the light?
I'll come closer if I see you looking for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe with the candle, just have a look along the floor, just to see if there's a change in the floor, if there's the smooth surface, if that rolls into the main room, or if there's a joint between the two rooms.
You feel pretty confident that there is not any joint like that.
Okay.
Does it look like this small circular room is kind of widened around the tunnel, or is it just kind of like a semicircular end to the same tunnel? Does it look like it's meant to be like a little annex or room, or does it just look like they stopped?
Oh, it's like a circular. It's like larger than the tunnel. So yeah, it doesn't look like they just stopped. It looks like it was intended to be built this way.
Okay, well, if it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it, I guess, Naomi will just stand at the entrance and just be like, don't do it. Nobody do it. Knock Cross in the room. He's battered enough.
What's the worst that could happen?
That's the spirit. I'll guess Red Windows will be like,
Dara starts walking into the room.
Nothing happens when you walk into the room.
I forgot, did you mention, is it domed above us? What's above the room? Is
When
it
you look
ceiling?
up, you find that the ceiling is really far away. It's a very deep chamber that you're in. The ceiling is probably like I don't know,
Outside.
10 meters or so above you.
And looking up, do the walls go straight up as far as you can see?
Yep.
There's no little platforms off the top there, different levels or niches or anything?
No, you don't see anything like that.
Okay.
Can I feel around the walls for any secret doorways?
Give me a perception check. You feel around these walls, you kind of run your hands along them, and you don't feel anything at first, but then when you get to the other side of the chamber that is opposite from the passageway where you just came from, your finger runs over something that feels like a bit of a bump or a bit of a something. You're not sure what it is, but it feels like the wall, there's some kind of like a gap there or something like that. And you can have a little bit of a closer look, and you see what looks like a sort of probably actually a fairly large, like 60 centimeters wide it looks like a panel of some kind, like just a stone panel. There's this kind of tiny little gap around this panel. And you notice that there is one of these sort of somewhere around your chest level. And you look up and you see that there is another one of these above that one. And you feel like even there might be another one above that one, but it's starting to get pretty dark and it's hard to see it.
I'll sort of point this out to the others. And I'm going to stand there and I'm going to ready an action of Ghost Touch, just in case something comes out of these.
You can't actually ready an action outside of combat.
Oh, I can't? Okay.
But you can be prepared.
I'll be prepared. Whatever that means.
Stand behind Vindaros, that's being prepared.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'm going to stand behind Vindaros.
Or next to Yao Mei who has a big fat shield.
Oh,
That works too.
yes. Those both sound like good options.
I love how worried you guys are.
I have anxiety. Don't judge me. That's just how it works.
These are mysterious panels.
I mean, it's not like you're going to suddenly be attacked or anything.
Or the floor's going to drop away.
Yeah.
Or the skeleton and the statue from before are both just going to come for us, you know. That couldn't happen ever. I have another question about this room. Whereabouts is this sort of lever situation in relation to the room in the tunnel? Like, where is that sort of... I don't think I have notes on where that actually is.
It's directly to the right of these little panels that Twig has found.
Okay, so you have to like get into the room and get to the far wall.
Yep.
Sort of get up to it, but you can see it from further away.
Yep.
Okay. Do you, Vindaris, do you think it's a good idea?
The bronze spear's in there. Like last time. He believes it's like last time.
Alright.
He's got a feeling it was like
I think
last
it's too
time.
late.
And this time it's going to be treasure though.
Give me an athletics check.
I'm staying far away. I'm not helping you. You're on your own.
I was going to ask if anyone helped him last time. He was a bit spaced out.
Nobody helped him last time.
Okay.
It was because... Wait.
But
Big strong
everyone,
boy
everyone
did
just
just fine
stood
on his
around
own.
watching him last time.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I might use my
Okay.
inspiration.
Yeah.
I've got my inspiration. I've had it for a while. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Athletics.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
You can, as before, pull this lever. And
I
you
think
hear
that's
this
the same
sound
roll
of...
as well as last time, by the way.
Oh, is it? Nice. Very strong Macedonian.
Consistent.
Very reliable boy.
You hear the sound of stone scraping on stone again, but this time these panels in the wall, all of them begin like moving out of the wall.
Like stairs.
And they kind of, they sort of form what looks like, you can see them going all the way up this wall. And at when they reach a certain point, you then hear this very loud rumbling sound and this more grinding of stone, and a little bit of light begins filtering in from above as you see this kind of, half moon shape gradually turn into a full circle above you as you feel pretty certain that the ceiling has kind of like slid aside.
Rest, I like it. Vindaris would like to take back the spear. That's okay.
It's stuck. No,
Yeah.
no, you can take it.
That was the bad thing we were waiting for. It's like, oh dear.
And they wrap around the room circular, following the walls, these stairs.
No, it's more like a ladder. As you kind of go over and you touch these sort of stone panels, there's a little, like they come out and then there's a little vertical lip on each of them, so you can like grab them with your hands.
Above each other.
Yeah, just above each other.
I
And
thought they came out and wrapped around the walls like a circular.
maybe that would have been nicer, but I didn't think of that. You also can hear, echoing down from above, the sound of running water.
Ooh.
Bindaros nods to Twig. After you.
All right then. Up we go. I'm good at this. I'm good at climbing.
All right, what order do you climb in?
I'll go first.
Yeah. I can go second since I'm right there.
Okay.
I'll go last, just watching in case something's coming up from behind us.
All right. Let's take a 5-minute break.
Cliffhanger.
Oh dear, we're coming straight back to a battle map, aren't we?
I gotta put all the monsters and everything down. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes. There's a lot of them.
Is the sound of rushing water actually just rivers of blood?
Yes, it is.
There's so many footsteps of monsters up there that it sounds like the running water. All right, see you in 5.
See you soon.
You climb up this stone ladder, and Twig, you near the top of this chamber, and
We can hear the tears of our enemies.
you poke your head up, and you see this light filtering in from a huge opening to the north.
Oh,
But
interesting.
a large part of this massive chamber is shrouded in darkness, and you can see this stream flowing actually from the south to the north out of this. It's pretty easy to determine that it is the mouth of a very large cave, yeah, it's like a 3-meter wide stream, probably something like that, and the cave mouth is about 8 meters wide. This cavern, yeah, it's kind of hard for you to see further in. But as you poke your head out and sort of like look around, you hear something as well. You hear some kind of like,
Ooh, sounds like a cow.
wasn't meant to.
Oh, sorry.
I had something else that came to mind, but I didn't want to say it. No, I didn't want to like meta game.
Oh,
I mean, you're
was
directly
watching
behind Twig, so I'd say that you could probably hear that too.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around and motion that we and I'm going to move very slowly and stealthily into this. Ow.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. Stealthy. Normal.
Okay.
Oi.
So, as you kind of step forward in through this, it's dim in here, but I mean, you have low light vision, so you can see pretty clearly. And so you try to be, basically this thing that you're standing on is this big, it looks like this big circular kind of stone slab. And you can see, even in the gloom, that it's got these like intricate knotwork patterns carved into it. That appear to consist of like swords that are sort of, it's got these like long, all these swords have these long like blades that are kind of twisted and sort of knotted. It's just this like pattern. Yeah, it's just this big stone platform that's about 4 meters by 4 meters, you think, and probably about half a meter high. And so you try to step off of this stone slab, but as you do, you kind of trip over a little bit and go kind of skidding forward and sort of, land not so gracefully in this rubble and dirt. And when you do that, you hear this.
Okay.
And then you begin to hear footsteps.
Oh.
Can Vindaros continue as quietly as he can to make his way up?
Give me a stealth check.
Also, below, down the tunnel,
Yep.
is there not much light? Like before I go up, if I turn to the next person down, I just give them like a hush sounds. Will they be able to see me?
So let me see. You are blind, but the Reddy is climbing behind you. What are you doing with the candle, Reddy?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Great question.
Oh.
Also, how long do those candles last? Because I think they last an hour. I'm going to say that this candle is it's melting on your hands. It's getting very, very low. I'll
I'll throw it away then. Perfect.
Okay. Now it's pitch black for Vindaros and for Reddy, but not for Yao Mei or Twig.
And there's still light filtering through the cave?
When you were down below, there was you could kind of see a little bit of light filtering down, enough to sort of get the sense that there was some light up above, but it is still very dark. Essentially,
Okay.
where you are, it's pitch
I'd like
black.
to continue to the lip
Okay.
and over, just with hands as well. So not walking, just like stealth check.
Yep.
Would you like a disadvantage?
Because of exhaustion? Yes, please.
Is it? I was thinking because I couldn't see. I forgot what the exhaustion level 1 was.
I've forgotten as well.
I think it's ability checks and saving throws. No, just
I don't
ability
think it's-
checks. I think.
Yeah. So yeah, disadvantage. Okay, as you begin to pull yourself up, your big foot actually kind of pushes through one of these stone slabs that you're climbing up, and a part of it actually breaks off. And it makes a fair bit of noise as this piece of slab just crumbles and flies straight past Reti and Yao Mei. And you hear this sound again, and you hear this splashing of water coming from the east. And let's roll for initiative.
Ooh.
And what I'll do is I'll put, I guess Brond is behind Yao Mei, or what do you think? Yao Mei, you did say
I
you're
think
going
he'd be
last.
ahead. Yao Mei wants to stay at the back.
All right.
Make sure everyone else is ahead.
What I'll do, if I put you here, can you see anything? Ready? Or Yao Mei?
I cannot.
No,
Okay.
can't see anything.
Good.
I sort of can, but it's parallax is too low. But effectively, no.
You should still be in the stairwell. But
I can't see any characters actually. So
okay, cool. But give me a initiative roll.
Sorry, mine had to be disadvantage.
Yep.
Vindaros's. I rolled for that's
Oh.
disadvantage. I'd rather get out the way now.
Wait, but would it be plus your dex
Oh yeah.
I don't.
or something? Oh no.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Or isn't it actually just a dex check? I thought it was.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'll beat 2 anyway.
Sweet. Still at the end. Okay. Alright. So, Twig, you have just kind of skidded down here, managed to keep yourself upright, but you've made a bit of noise, and you can hear Vindaros kind of fumbling around in the darkness behind you. Well, you can see him if you turn around. You hear this sound, these footsteps like splashing through the water down in this direction. And you can hear this other sound of like footsteps and like coming from down further to the south. What do you do?
Okay. And I'm going to ready a chill touch for if a creature looks hostile and tries to attack.
All right. Yao Mei, you are not able to do much because Ready is in front of you, but do you do anything?
No, if there's space to climb, I'll climb, but I want to make sure that, like, Reddy and Brond are out of the tunnel before I can come up, so I'm just hanging out.
Okay.
Quite literally.
All right. All of you hear as these footsteps down to the south, and this sort of growling sound. Suddenly, these footsteps get quicker as this, whatever this thing is, it seems to start running in your direction. And you just see this bear, this brown bear, just come running at you out of the darkness, and it just like runs around this this stone slab, splashes in the water a little bit, and just comes straight at you, Vindaros. Ready.
Can my ready to action go off? Sorry.
Yeah. Can you see it? Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you. Ghost touch.
Ghost touch.
Oh, ghost fail.
Yeah, ghost fail. Okay, so Ready, you are just poking your head out of this hole.
Can I see all this stuff? I'm not.
You should be able to see something now, but you're blind though. It's pitch black around you. But you can hear this bear and Vindaros directly to your north.
If Reddy can hear the stream as well, I think he'll just try and move away from the hole first.
Okay.
So maybe he'll move around. Can I figure out that there's a point bear here? Like, do I know this or not?
Yeah, so in this section here, there is enough light from the cave mouth that it's just sort of dim in here. So yeah, you begin to run directly past this bear fighting Vindaros, so you can see it now.
Perfect. I'll get to here while I cast Shillelagh, and an attack.
All right.
Oops, sorry, my ground is a bit. Here we go.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. This thing lets out a loud moan as you strike it on the back.
What hole? That's right.
Okay, Brond is now able to poke his head out of this hole. Whoever wishes to control Brond.
I mean, I've still got him. I'm happy to sort him out. I guess the need to be quiet is kind of gone. So he's gonna kind of come up next to Retty and he'll go for the claw, I guess.
All right. That's a hit.
Awesome.
Ooh.
All right. Just jumps out, runs down the edge of this slab, and just he would also have had an advantage because of flanking, but he's able to just come up behind this bear and just okay.
Sweet.
Now the footsteps and the splashing from the other side of the river, the source of that sound and movement becomes clear as something massive and much bigger than the thing that you've been fighting so far comes splashing across this river and just...
Oh my god.
And this is clearly the mother bear. And she is just going to go straight for Reddy. She's going to try to bite you. And hits. For
Ooh.
12 piercing. And now Brond is flanked. Oh no, and this brown bear, so the way that I do this is that if you're flanked, you can't flank, and so actually neither of them are now flanking. Okay, Vindaros.
But does that flanking still apply to myself?
No.
For the attack?
No, flanking is like a condition on the target. And so Brond is being flanked himself, so he can't help you flank the brown bear.
Got ya. Yep.
The young brown bear.
I would like to... Can I move into that position there?
Yep.
And attack the bear with his flint spear.
Okay. Yep, that's definitely a hit. Nice. You take this young bear out from behind. And as you slay this bear, this mama bear lets out this loud roar of anger and just like lifts back on her hind legs and just like lets out this big scream and just like swings her arms around wildly and kind of lands back again and like turns in your direction.
Can I also move as well?
Yep.
Some extra movement. That stream, can I tell how deep it is? The creek?
It's pretty dim in here. I'll say it's difficult. But at the edge you can walk in there pretty easily.
Yeah, I'll go one more.
I'll say it feels very cold and it feels
refreshing.
Very similar to the previous stream that it is just full of like slippery, sharp rocks and things. But I'll say that where you are right now, you're okay. So you feel like it will be potentially a little bit difficult to go further. But it doesn't get like super deep or anything.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell.
I'll just stand there and turn.
Okay. Twig.
Okay. Twig is surprised by the mama bear, and he's gonna yell out with a cry, trying to sliver a mind.
All right. She is slivered.
Wow, not smart. Okay.
She's slightly slivered. She kind of shakes her head like.
Serves me right. Okay. Enter.
Okay, Yao Mei, you can now poke your head out from this hole and look around.
Hooray!
It's pitch black where you are, but you can hear everything that's going on to the north.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to come out and see what the commotion is. I can hear there's a fight, so I'm pretty much ready to go. And I'm assuming I can sort of hear directionality, so I'll head in this direction.
Okay. And now you can see everything.
Cool. I'm going to come up, and I'm going to try. And it may not do much. We'll find out.
That hits.
Ooh.
All right.
And I have something that I'm going to use that I didn't have in the last attack because I didn't have it on my character sheet. But I'm going to use my action surge,
Sweet.
and I'm going to try and hit it again.
All right.
Now I can't use it again until I have a long rest, but that's okay.
Nice. That's a hit.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy.
Awesome. It's starting to get even madder. Ready.
So if I move behind it, does it get flanked? How does flanking work?
Yeah, you got to be across from something in order. Like you got to be like on
but it's
the other
mainstream.
side, like opposite from your ally.
So would here grant such a
Yeah.
cool? I'll move there and make a shillelagh attack with advantage then.
Just +1.
Ah. Sorry, my foundry is like really slow.
Sorry. I don't think this map is too. Maybe it is a bit big.
I think it's just my computer being weird. Okay, here we go. +1.
That's a hit. All right. 8 damage. Why do I feel like I just healed it? I did. I was like, huh, looks like it's barely been injured. It's
Why
looking
did they
pretty
keep-
bloodied and burned by your magic as well at this point. But you can see not just red on its flesh, but also red in its eyes.
Oh.
That's,
Alright.
that's ready still.
Bront.
Sorry, mouthful of food at a bad time. He's going to go for another claw.
All right. And you can add +1
Cool.
for the flanking. Nice.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
All right. This thing is just being ganged up on. And there's something
baby.
something in the eyes of this creature seems to appreciate this kind of savage animal that is Bron that is attacking it. Like it's like two wild animals practically fighting each other.
Ooh.
But even though it kind of like looks over at Brond briefly as it's like slashed at by Brond, Vindaros was the one that killed its son. And so it is going to attempt to whack at you with its claw. Whoa, looks like it hits.
Just.
For 9 slashing.
Oh.
Vindaros.
Mindaris will like counter that as well and just follow through with his spear. Well, not counter it, take the blow and then follow through. Oh.
He's so naive.
Yep, that's it. How do you slay this bear?
Oh, as it's just like taking a big swipe at him, he'll just then follow through with this spear again, like up through the bottom of its mouth, through its head, and then just
And as
it
all
out.
this blood pours out from where you've removed the spear, you just see this look of like rage and anger in its eyes turn to this look of just kind of shock and confusion as it wonders why these strangers came into its home and suddenly killed its child and it for no reason that it can understand. And it collapses and makes this loud splashing sound in the water, and this blood begins like trickling to the north down the river.
No, I feel bad. I'm gonna eat the baby though. I didn't eat the pig earlier, so.
Darius looked over the bronze and said, I guess you're not hungry yet, are you? After that pig.
Also, it's as I'm sure you would know, not really ideal to be eating uncooked meat, although this does look pretty fresh, but I don't know if these bears could be, I don't know, they've been living in this cave, they could be a bit diseased. But yes, I've just, maybe in a pinch I would, but having just had my feed of that pig, I am satisfied. You may eat, my friend.
Thank you.
How big is baby bear?
Medium.
Is it something we could potentially carry out of here to bring back for our carnivore friends to eat if we cooked it?
It'd be pretty heavy. It's like
Okay.
your size, or like, probably Vindaros' size.
Okay. Damn. Maybe I can just like drag it outside and see if it looks okay. Maybe we can take a break and I'll just cook some of it and eat it. Or cut some pieces off to take with us.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that you couldn't carry it. It's just that you've come a long way and climbed up all the stairs and everything. But yeah, it looks pretty heavy. But yeah, it's not like you couldn't. What were you going to say, Angela?
Is it worth looting these bears if they got anything? I'm not sure. These bears could,
They could have pockets.
or bags, or satchels,
Pouches.
pouches.
You could check in Nature's pocket. You don't see anything in or around them.
Suspicious.
Yeah, the reason I was asking about the body is not just because food, but also I had a thought that potentially we could take the baby bear. Maybe we could take the hide of the larger one and fashion some clothes for other people if we had anyone who was talented at those things. But obviously if we can't carry, we definitely won't be able to carry both. But if we can at least carry the baby or take some of the pieces, maybe we can get some useful things.
So first thing I'd say is not really a baby. It's kind of more like, I imagine it is more like a young bear.
Like a juvenile type thing.
Yeah. But yeah,
I was imagining
you can,
like little bear.
yeah, it's not like a cub. It's like it's
Yeah, okay.
still like a decent thing. But you can carry it. It's just that you've just climbed up these stairs and things. But there's no reason why it'd just be heavy. But you could have a crack at it.
Okay. All right, I'll have a think about it while we figure out what we're doing.
So they came from this direction.
Yeah. And you can hear also just from the sound of the water and also the combat that you just had sort of echoing off the walls of this this cavern that it's a very large cavern. And as you walk around in here, also in this, I mean, you can see quite clearly here, there are, like various bones on the ground and leaves and just stuff like that. Maybe you even see like a piece of fabric or something that's been like sort of torn up and it's lying here.
Any other traces of unlucky adventurers that have stumbled across this cave and met their fate by this bear?
And
You
does
don't
Luke-
see anything looking around where you are at the moment like that. You need to physically move yourself around the map to look in other places in the cave.
Can we actually move into the darkness down there? Was
Yeah.
that
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just pitch black.
it's just pitch black? Okay.
And Twig, you can just kind of come out here and just see more of this forest that looks very similar to the forest you were in before. You don't know where you are, but it looks...
I hear birds. Are there birds?
yeah, there are some birds.
Huh. But
It's-
it's open to the... Are we in a cabin?
Yeah, you just came out of a cave and now you are walking in the edge of a forest, and
Oh, okay.
and it's you can look up and it's still a very gloomy, dim day, but you think you can, based on where the sun is, that it's kind of approaching midday.
Huh.
Do you think if we followed this out, we'd find everyone else? I say to Brond, I suppose, who's the closest to me, who can understand me.
Who can say? I admit I've gotten pretty turned around.
Me too.
Ooh.
I don't know how far we are. Whee! Sorry.
Hey mate, do you have any candles on you?
I don't think so. No, I have flint. But that's
Ooh, and I have pyrite. Ooh. Wait. What if... Is there a branch in...
Yeah, I'll come out and help.
That we can grab? Let me see. What else do I have?
Yeah, I would say that you can find, there's a fair bit of dead wood lying around.
Okay.
Could be a lot, actually. You can pretty easily get a branch.
Good.
maybe some like dried grass or leaves or something that's kind of dead as well.
Uh-huh.
Yep, you should be able to do that fairly easily, and you can light this branch. It's a little bit tricky. It's not like immediately, it doesn't just... Yeah, but with these like leaves and twigs and things, you're able to kind of start a small fire and eventually get this branch lit. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Do I have to use up my pyrite?
No.
Okay, great.
But I'll give you... I guess I'll just give you a torch. We'll just treat this like a torch. And so...
Ready? Pick up another one.
Oh yeah, everyone gets a torch.
You torch, you.
We are the Oprah of torches. Who's Oprah? I have no idea.
Okay, ready. You now have a lit torch.
What?
Hey.
Give me... as you run across this slippery river... give me a dex save.
I was thinking the same thing.
You're fine. You
Oh!
dance nimbly across.
He got them turtle feet.
Does everyone want to have one of these torches, were you saying? Everyone wants one?
You get one. You get one. Yes, please.
Okay. Keep in mind that you'll need to hold it with one of your hands.
I can hold it with my trunk.
You can you can
Okay.
definitely do that. Yep, you can definitely do that.
Well, that
Oh,
comes in handy.
sweet.
Where's your trunk?
The me trick.
Oh, it's in features. Trunk.
Ah,
Trunk.
trunk features.
Yeah, it can do things. It can do lots of things.
Oh, cool. You can snorkel.
That's my favorite thing. I love that.
I'll just lie down in the stream like it's only like about much deeper than him, and he's got his trunk up.
You're like sick of like us, and so you know, a bit of peace and quiet.
Maybe there's loot on the riverbed. Someone needs to check it.
Ooh.
So, Twig, as you come to the back of this big cavern, you see that this river, or this stream rather, sort of the cave, the roof of the cave sort of gets lower and lower, and the walls kind of get, you know, narrower and narrower as this river kind of continues into the darkness, and you can see like some way in. But then it just looks like the river sort of goes underground.
So, would I be able to fit in there?
You can like walk to about there, but then the ceiling of the cave meets
it just
the,
goes so
the
low.
water.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's it. End of the line.
But ready, you find a skeleton of a strange-looking humanoid, stripped of its flesh. It's difficult for you to identify exactly what kind of humanoid it is because it's just a skeleton. But there are several possessions lying around.
I want to look at them bones.
Loot, everyone.
Yeah. Can we cross? Can I cross?
What sort of possessions does this skeleton
I will go slowly and
relieve
carefully.
Okay, you find a bronze short sword. Who wants that?
So what did you say at the end?
Who wants that?
If no one else wants it, I'll take it and swap out the dagger,
All right.
which is already damaged anyway.
Do you give the skeleton the dagger?
Here you go. You also, as you go to give it a dagger, you see that it has a small, a little scabbard on its belt, and there is already a bronze dagger in the scabbard.
I'm swapping that
freshie.
shit.
Swap
I'm
it?
gonna take the belt. I'm just gonna take the whole belt with the dagger. Drop my old one. Don't care anymore. And I'm still
Okay.
taking the sword.
Leather belt and a dagger, bronze dagger. All right. And so you're leaving the bronze dagger that you had?
Yeah, I'll just drop it.
Okay.
I don't see a point in getting it repaired
With
now.
armor.
You also find a short bow and 11 flint-headed arrows.
This guy was well armed.
You find
And yet the bear still got him.
You find some. The skeleton is wearing padded armor, and it's also wearing some clothing. Again, like a sort of a tunic and a kilt and some boots. There is also a bedroll. It has a backpack on its back. A large, nicely made backpack, and attached to this backpack is a bedroll. It has 3 torches. It has another tinder kit. It has a water skin. And you're kind of rummaging through this backpack, you find some completely rotten morsels of food. Maybe this backpack actually has been sort of like opened at the top and it's kind of like the contents have spewed out. And there probably wouldn't be that much food in there, maybe just a little bit of evidence of some food. You also find cook's utensils. And you find a small pouch that has some kind of, it's kind of crunchy, like it's got little nuggets in it of some kind. Does anyone want any of these things?
Absolutely.
Can we take everything? Can we give it to Bron to carry it back for us?
Well, you've got a backpack now, so you can pretty easily carry like all of this.
Did Vindaris have one already?
Vindaris already has a backpack.
Yep.
Yeah, and I have my fishing net backpack that I don't want to give up because that's like a cool accessory now. That's why I'm thinking maybe we can give it to Bron for now to carry it, unless Tweak has enough space with all of her pouches and component bag.
Yeah, is a component pouch the same size as a backpack?
The component pouch is, no, it's kind of like a side bag with a strap. So you're able to
okay.
kind of hang it around you and still have your hands free. But you can easily wear the backpack as well as the component pouch.
Well, I feel like because it has cook's utensils, I feel like maybe Retti's, like, that is Retti's item. I see Retti's eyes light up, and I'm like, yeah.
All right, so Reddy, you want the backpack and the cook's utensils?
Yeah, I mean, I think we want to take everything there in some form or another.
Okay.
From what it sounds like.
All right, so I've given you the backpack and the cook's utensils. And the backpack would have the bedroll on it, so I'll just give you that as well. And you can have 3 torches. I'll make it that you just have 3 because the one that you're burning is just like a stick, so it probably won't won't last that long. I'll give you a tinder kit. Tinder pouch. And it's got a water skin in it. Water skin. Some rotten food.
Other than no food.
And who wants the padded armor? And the common clothing, which is in good nick.
I'm equipped, but maybe we can, if there's room in the bag to take at least the clothes with us. Again, someone else might benefit from them.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind some clothes if no one wants them.
All right.
It's pretty cold. What was the bag of little rocks? Can really take like a closer look. Encumbered.
Yeah, you can sort of pull this open and look inside, and you see a whole bunch of small, opaque blue-green gemstones. You can have a count of them. There's 32 of them. I'll let you put that in your inventory because I don't have an actual pouch of gemstones. And did anyone want the padded armor, or do we just put that in the bag? Okay.
Yeah, I reckon in the bag.
In the bag. And what about the short bow and the arrows?
If we can't carry it, then I guess we can leave it. But
no, you can easily carry it. Those who have bags can now carry everything. There's no limitations anymore.
Okay. Can I maybe sling the bow over my shoulder or something then?
The arrows maybe, but I'll say there is actually also a quiver. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can easily do that. I'll give you a short bow.
Sorry, just to double check. When you say like add to inventory, I just like create a new item and say 32 blue-green gemstones, right?
Yeah. Just write it in there for yourself. Quiver and some flint arrows. Of which you have 11. Alright, and there is one other item which you find, and I'm going to roll for this item. This is... So... Oh, 57. Huh, okay. As you're rummaging through this backpack, you also find a severed finger. And
is it like dried and jerky-ish at this point, or is it like
it is
clean?
Yeah, it's kind of dried and preserved somehow, it looks like. And it is covered in fine tattoos, just these fine little patterns and things, little spirals and other shapes, and triangles and stuff like that.
Does it seem magical?
I'll quickly and be
give me an
like,
Arcana check.
Have a look.
It looks very special to you. You don't know how it's been preserved, and these tattoos on it look like very, very fine work. You think that this might have some magical properties to it. You have an inkling.
May I have this strange thing, Bretty?
No, of course, yeah.
Why, thank you very much. Very good.
As long as you tell us what it does when you find out.
Oh, certainly.
Is Twig pointing with the finger?
Yeah, like you I go to the corner quietly, and it's like, yeah.
So you go to the corner and you're like pointing at things with this?
Yeah, maybe I'm trying to figure out how it works, like if it works in some
Yeah, like
sort of
really
way.
itchy back. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What have you
You,
done?
as you begin sort of pointing it around, you suddenly feel as if you feel this kind of rush. And it doesn't feel very good. It feels quite painful, in fact. As if this finger is sort of like sucking energy from you. But nothing comes of it. You feel you're quite wounded, and you kind of have this sense.
Oh.
Well, you are in the sense that you have like you don't have any hit dice left,
Oh, right.
which I am kind of characterizing as meaning that you have like a couple of wounds.
Okay.
You feel that if you were more energized, if you weren't so wounded, that maybe you would have enough energy for this finger to. You just kind of you almost sort of develop a connection with this finger while you feel this energy sucking at you, and you feel like maybe if you were feeling more like yourself, you might have enough energy to kind of feed this finger whatever it is that it wants.
Interesting.
While Twig's doing that, can I have a look at these bones and try and work out what they are? Do I know what this creature is?
Yeah.
Now that we've stolen everything it had in its
Yeah,
life.
I'm gonna steal the dagger that AMO put back as well. Now that I have it back.
I'll hand it over to you, that's fine. I don't even have to put it down on the ground. I'll just give it to you.
Okay, and this bronze dagger is like -1 to damage. Alright. With your ability to appraise bones, you kind of pick one of these up, have a sniff of it. And you're from the savannah. I'm trying to think. Bear with me. I'm just doing a little Google search. I just want to know if you would have seen anything like this before. Yeah. You think that these bones come from a humanoid that is descended from some kind of like a maybe like a wolverine or a marten, perhaps something like that. It smells a little bit different from bones that you've encountered before, but you think something along those lines.
Okay, I'll I guess call out to those who can understand me and just let them know there might be more of them. How old does this actually look? Like, does it look dusty and musty and...
No, you can tell
the
pretty
clothes
easily
old-fashioned?
that it looks like it's been here for like maybe a month, a couple of weeks.
Okay, so there might be more around. Yeah, I'll let them know. You know what the best thing about this is for my notes? Everyone has a different initial for their name, so I don't have to write anyone's full name. It's just V or B or R or T or E. It's great.
This stream, which way is it flowing, and how strong is it?
From the south to the north, and it's flowing with approximately the same amount of force as the stream that is near the castle. So not particularly strong. So give me a deck save. No, it's okay. We're outside of combat.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
You can if you want to. See if you slip over.
I'll do it.
No. Practically able to jump across.
Glide across the water.
Slide.
Go off.
I'm gonna get a big head.
Am I supposed to be encumbered? It seems like I shouldn't be, but
Oh no, yeah, you are encumbered.
You've eaten too much.
how much weight can I carry? Because it seems like
Yes, so let me have a look. Okay. You can carry strength times 10 in kilograms.
Mm-hmm.
So that means 140 kilograms. Wait, hold on.
yeah.
Is it just strength times 10?
That's what the Discord rule said. So I wanted to check.
Oh no, because it needs to be converted to.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I'll need to include this in the write-up. So, because it'd be, let me see. So strength. So 140 pounds is 63.5 kilograms. You would still think that you're fine. I mean, it should be like divided into 3 like this. Don't worry about it for now. I'll get back to next session. I don't know what I've done wrong.
Somehow I can see Reti's character sheet.
Oh yeah, that's because I think at one point I gave you control
okay.
over him.
I see. And Vidalis.
2 questions. Can Reddy swim against the stream? And how long can he hold his breath?
He can hold his breath. I think he has a feature that allows him to hold his breath for some time.
Or an
I
hour.
lost it.
If it's
hold
the
breath.
standard
1 hour.
torture.
Yes, that's correct.
Wow.
But the stream is probably only like 70 centimeters deep.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, I might cast Cure Wounds myself while we're not in combat.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, could we have a short rest here? Would I don't know. Can I sign that to Yao Mei and Vindaros?
Exaggerated nodding. Yao Mei plops on the ground and just takes a minute.
Yep. You can have a short
So
rest.
you mentioned it was about midday as well?
Yeah,
I
you think so?
earlier?
It's kind of like late morning.
Okay. Yeah, happy to take a short rest.
Yep. Go for
you.
it.
Ah. You automated the arcane recovery. That's nice.
Oh, I didn't even do that.
Oh, I retract my statement.
It's not nice.
That might just be what happens when you do a short rest. That might just be the standard thing that happens.
Do you have -2? Does AI have -2 Constitution? Or am I just misreading?
Who?
AI. Maybe I'm just misreading.
Oh, you shouldn't be able to see Yao Mei.
No, I'm not even looking at it. I just saw a 10 and then it says restore to 8.
Oh, right.
No, that was
Yeah.
that was just my hit die. I only had 8 hit points to regain.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was like looking at it, I was like, my con is +2. What do you mean? I was so confused. I mean, no, it's not. It's +0. But
All right, but you
looking at my saves.
don't see anything else around. So what do you do after you take this short rest?
Flip some knives, bring out my cooking utensils.
let's fillet this bear.
Oh, I got the salt.
Yes. Let's make some bear jerky.
Yeah, that's right. We've got some meat.
Has it just like
Yeah,
chorus on the other side of the...
Hell yeah, let's cook up some bear. Tasty. Only one of us needs to eat meat. And that's me.
No, me too. Me too.
Yeah, but didn't you eat the pig?
Oh yeah. You
I don't
haven't
think I
eaten
ate.
yet.
Ready, yeah, you just see forest before you. With probably a gentle slope heading to the north.
Yao Mei, do you think we should flank the building or go back the way we came to collect the others?
I think the building or the river, the stream will take us back. But I think it'll be quicker than down, around, up, and then through the castle. I'm assuming we're actually having this conversation over here. I go slowly.
Okay.
I'm careful.
Can we recall which way the river was running? If the so it's going. If they're
I'm
up or
pretty
downstream from this river, where we left the tribe.
I'm pretty sure it was running downstream away from us and towards the water. So we were kind of, I'm assuming we would have been downstream of where we are now. I think that's what I had in my notes.
Yep. I mean, it's you know, you've kind of like walked for a kilometer underground. If you feel like, I don't know, do you feel like you would be able to sort of judge which way to go? Maybe, if you kind of walked in like a straight line and you have a good sense of... It's up to you whether you think that you would know which direction to go in. You can see that the forest is kind of, yeah, like it's sort of gently sloping downwards to the north, and this stream is running in that direction.
Yeah.
I'm happy to roll some sort of check, maybe survival or something, to see if it looks like if we follow the river it would take us back to everyone else.
Well, I'll just tell you that the stream, when you encountered it by the castle, it was running from south to north.
And to climb up maybe these walls and see if maybe you can see the castle if you go up a little bit higher. I'm not sure.
Someone say climb?
Trying to think if that information I just gave would actually tell you.
It could be a different
Doing-
stream for
doing
all
my
we
heading.
know.
Yeah, it could be a different stream. Sorry, what was the last question? I was like trying to work out my own reasoning.
Oh yeah, can I climb up these walls to maybe better see the castle? Maybe if I can see the castle from here.
Yeah, so this is just this kind of big outcrop of like rock and yeah, just like this bluff. You can climb up here with relative ease, especially with your climbing skills. And it probably this incline is probably maybe like 6-7 meters high.
Mm-hmm.
So you can climb up there. And if you look down the hill, I would say, I mean, how tall are these trees? You probably haven't cleared the trees, actually. Yeah, I don't think you can see over these. How tall are these trees? Bear with me. I actually have this written down somewhere. The only thing is if I
Are
can,
there any trees on top of the hill?
if I can find it. These trees are probably like 15 to 45 meters. All the way up to 80 meters, some of them probably are. So even at the top of this this outcrop, you wouldn't be able to see over the trees.
Oh, can I climb down and climb one of the trees?
Yeah, you can do that. I say you can find like a tall, kind of solid tree. You can climb up, and it kind of pierces through the canopy and goes up higher than a lot of the other trees. And yeah, you're able to look to the north, and you can see through the sort of gloomy, hazy atmosphere that is still prevalent. But yeah, you think you see something that looks maybe like a site, like ruins or something like that.
And does it look like this stream is heading there?
Yes, you think you can follow the stream directly to that site.
Okay. Cool. I'll come down and I'll say, yeah, like, stream good. Stream good.
Does that pass our sense check? Like, is it like if it's just north towards the castle? Like, is it the opposite way that we were walking for the past like 20 minutes?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, I mean that's what I was trying to work out
makes sense,
before.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
if you would be able to sort of kind of work that out in your head. I don't know if maybe I would be turned around or maybe I wouldn't, because maybe I'd go, you know, I came from that. Yeah, I think so, right? You could just even look down the tunnel and
Yeah,
go
we just
like,
look down,
we came
yeah.
from that way. So yeah, you came from the
Same
north.
way. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe if I rolled like a survival check, would I have been able to remember the ways we turned when we were down there, and then how that
Yeah.
compares to how we are, like
It was
what
more
we're
of a
expecting now.
Slight turn in the tunnel there. Like,
I think it was just
Yeah.
more that I failed my own personal survival check, so I couldn't. But yes.
Did you know ants are really good at this? Like,
Really?
they can really navigate without, like, they can figure out, oh, they've walked in this direction for like 6 meters or something. And they like can drop them and like, anyway, they find their way back. Anyway.
shouldn't
My
play
dad
man.
always told me that
Should've
my
played land.
aunt had horrible directions. Sorry.
That's pretty cool, but I've also heard that ants can get into like death spirals, so maybe we don't trust ants that much anyway.
Oy,
Yeah.
interesting.
All right, so what do you do?
Follow the ants. I mean,
Into a death spiral.
It's our favourite, just walking in circles until we die.
Okay. You can follow this stream. It only takes you about 12, 15 minutes or so, kind of trudging through this underbrush, maybe about 20 minutes. It's a little bit slower than walking along the tunnel. And you are able to re-emerge. Let me just grab everyone. Eventually, you find yourselves over here. And as you begin to approach these ruins, which you are pretty certain are in fact the ruins. Wait, who am I missing?
Wait, in dark.
Oh, there we go. It begins to snow.
Oh no.
And it's just a light snow, but it's very cold. It's obviously below zero.
I don't think I've ever seen snow before.
Yeah, I don't think any of you would ever have seen snow before.
Yeah, I was going to say in the savannah. Oh, actually, it does in Africa. Yes, the other
does it?
continent.
Huh.
Oh well, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe
I've
it's
seen it, but I've never
still.
been in it.
Ooh.
I think, AMA, I think it's time we go get the rest of the tribe and make camp. Oh, that's really cool. I like that.
Oh my god, that's
Ooh.
such a cool effect.
But it would be,
It's like
it's
seeing real snow.
it's very light snow.
Yes,
Oh.
let's get everyone out of this cold. We'll have some angry people if we're not careful.
It's like rain, but angrier.
All right. You are able to traverse back down the stream, and find the tribe all standing around, shivering. And you can grab them and bring them back to the castle. And you can bring them all inside the castle. Is there anything else that you wanted to do before you bring them inside?
No. I
Should we-
think.
As a. Oh, no. Here you go.
The only other thing was. It's okay.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking about if there was any traps around the other side of the castle that we haven't cleared yet. I don't want anyone wandering off and into one.
Yeah, maybe we just try and get everyone to stay close and then we can go investigate, but leaving them outside is probably a bad idea because we'll have a mutiny on our hands.
Oh, no, definitely bring them into our path that we cleared and into the main.
Where the fire is, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say that you can
hall.
have a little bit of a look around and do a bit of a search to see if there's any more traps, and you don't find anything. You think it's relatively safe. You don't find anything on the other side of the castle except for just another ruined room, but you do see some stairs leading upwards. And you can have like a quick check up those stairs, and they basically lead to the ramparts. And you can kind of walk around up there, but you don't find anything dangerous otherwise. So you're able to bring everyone into the castle.
Light some of those fires.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
For civilians.
What's Rob doing? Backing into that chair.
Ooh, everyone's little cats.
Yeah, so all of these people are just imagine that they each look very different from each other. Those just represent various individuals that you haven't gotten to know particularly well.
Ooh.
This
Whoa.
is great.
Ivan looks gnarly.
See, in my head, I always spelt this guy's name's Igor.
Maybe that would have been a bit better.
Yeah, that's how I thought of it as well. That's how I wrote it down and everything.
I mean, you haven't asked him how his name's spelled.
True. There's different letters in jungle common.
Can any of us write anyway is the real question.
And as you bring all of these people in and they're all sort of huddling around in here, unfortunately some of this snow is actually coming through this big hole in the ceiling up here and landing on this rubble. And it's still quite cold in here, but at least there's some shelter and you're out of the wind and you're able to sort of crowd around this this fire pit, which still has this big pot with this strange liquid in it. And as everyone kind of comes over here and warms up a little bit and begins sort of talking amongst themselves, sort of whispering nervously, it's like it's the first time that like people have felt since you landed on the beach that they can actually mourn, you think. And there's this kind of strange situation that occurs where like several people begin crying spontaneously. And some of these people are kind of brought together by this. There are many people hugging, patting each other on the back and sort of comforting each other. Others go and sort of sit by themselves with their heads in their hands. But while this is all going on, you see both Brond and Farrick. They both head for this giant seat. Brond goes to like climb. No, Farrick goes to climb up and sit on the seat, and Brond like grabs him from behind, grabs his like ragged clothes, and like pulls him backwards.
You're about to sit in my seat.
And Farrick he doesn't understand him, but he's kind of like, what did you say? I think this is my seat. Are you saying I shouldn't be sitting here?
I thought you were going to say they're like playing musical chairs, and Farrick sits down, and then Bron sits on his lap on the chair.
No, they're definitely not being friendly. Farrick is like, I have been a decision maker. I've been in charge since the very beginning. We wouldn't have made it this far if it weren't for me. And Brond doesn't understand what he's saying, but just kind of snarls in his face.
Get this stupid uncle away from me. I have earned the right to sit in this big seat.
And Igor's like,
Yeah, Brond, you should sit in this seat. You're one of the heroes.
Does Farrick speak a jungle? He
does, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh dear. I think we have a bit of a misunderstanding here, Mr. Farrick. You see, Bron's been putting his life on the line, clearing this castle for us, and getting everyone, securing a place of safety for everyone. I think it'd only be right if he got to sit in the chair. Don't you think?
why, he just seems like some kind of big oaf. He surely doesn't have the intelligence to oversee this operation. I should sit in that chair because I am intelligent and I have experience as a leader from the past. Why, I already have many ideas about what we should do next.
That's great, Farrick. It's great you've got ideas. You know, why don't you come over here and talk to me about them?
Over here, you say? Ah, yes. I see, where the oaf can't hear us whisper. And Bron, chuckles to himself. Indeed. And climbs up onto this huge seat and, sits himself down on it.
It is good to have a moment to breathe, to rest.
Yeah, that's that chair. Whatever it is.
Because he wouldn't know it's a chair.
That strange rock. It sure does suit you.
As soon as Yao Mei hears Farrick talk, he's walking away. As soon as they come any closer, he's already gone. He's going to start checking in with anyone he can talk to who's maybe looking a bit upset, either whether they're on their own or with a group. Just kind of check in, maybe sit with them for a little while, even if he can't speak to them.
Okay.
Just do the rounds, I guess.
Yep, you can do that. And people seem glad of your company, especially given that you are one of the heroes that has brought them this this warmth and shelter.
Yes, Vindaris will do the same. Very what's the word?
He's a very
Yeah.
big, stoic, calm presence.
Yeah, no, it's walking around just making sure that groups are settled and people have what they need. If they're cold, see if you can find one of these cleaner skins that they can use to wrap themselves in.
A lot of people tell you that they're hungry, in particular, and they also they're not too glad to be wrapping these skins around them because they stink, but they also do so because it's so fucking cold, so they do it anyway. But in many cases, they also find that when they wrap these skins around them, that the floor is freezing cold, and so they also kind of want to sit on the skin. Some of them are sort of trying to, maybe all squeeze onto these furs and things. There aren't enough of them to go around.
Maybe if there's also some empty crates in that spare room that we've got over here, Vindaris will take these out that people can sit on, then off the floor.
Yeah,
I think from memory there was some.
Yeah, that would. There's several crates in here. You can definitely do that, and people will kind of
spread them out a bit.
Put them around the fire and sit on them, and they thank you for giving them somewhere warmer to sit.
Vindaris is thinking, I haven't seen Parche.
You see him
Around.
down to the south, actually, sitting around that fire.
is he? Oh, there he is.
Did my best imitation.
Sure.
Just echoes through the room.
Parche.
You can hear Lazarus down here. He's he's going
Yeah, and so then I was keeping a lookout, and but I saw a big ocean, and but I think it was the same ocean as the one that we were on in the boat.
and Parche is just and Sherman's sitting there as well.
Yeah, this guy never stops talking.
That is the dream team. Fun voices.
But yeah, Vindaris, you can't actually understand them though.
I can't understand any of them.
No, they're all speaking jungle
just-
common.
Imagining Vindaris just sits down next to them and just looks between them as they talk and nods like he knows what's going on, and then
Yes.
after all he just gets up and walks away again.
Okay. So, we've got some shelter, AMA. We've got... I'm assuming they would have brought some barrels of water across as well from the...
Then there's the
That
streamline
should
here
okay.
anyway.
Yeah, water's not a problem, although it's extremely cold. But yeah,
Yeah, maybe we can put the barrels sort of closer to the fire just to keep them from getting too cold, but also to maybe just warm the water up slightly.
Yep.
And we've got a pot if we wanted to sort of boil some water and clean stuff, or maybe not right now because people are using the blankets and things, but
Where's the pot? I don't know if you have a pot.
I thought we still had the thing over the fire with the soup. We've
Oh
seen
yeah,
it empty out the
that
soup.
has a very strange. That is a big pot. But yeah, it has like a substance in it that has this very strange effect in it, where it's like this kind of clear liquid with this like small drop of red that kind of expands to fill the whole thing and then contracts again.
Can we maybe work out what that is?
What would you do to work it out?
Well, I don't think Yao Mei can do anything, but maybe he can like grab twig and kind of point at it and go like, "What? Try it?
The soup?
Should I try it?
Drink the soup? Okay. I mean,
Bad?
okay.
Bad?
A little bit couldn't hurt.
Can I glean anything from it, from like smelling it or anything?
It smells strange to you.
Does it seem magical?
Definitely.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
it'll turn you into a mega twig, like we saw those bugs.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
I don't think this is going to do anything, but can I cast Detect Evil and Good?
Yes, but it doesn't reveal anything.
Okay, I'm gonna cast the spell because it does take a long rest to recover. There we go. And that's just gonna be like here.
So it's neither evil nor good.
It's there's nothing about it that seems it's not evil or good. It doesn't seem to have like a sort of a holy bent to it. Or unholy.
Yeah, is there any way, I don't know.
Is there the beetle body? Can we like, if we had a stick, we can maybe drop some onto the body and see what it does? Might it do anything? Might it do nothing? We'll never know.
You can do that. It doesn't seem to do anything.
Can I try a little?
How much do you try?
A little sampler. Oh.
A little, just a little bit. Just a little shot.
Like a shot?
That was a drop.
Just a little finger tip.
Yep. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Constitution. Huh?
You can't place this. You're not sure. It is. It makes your tongue tingle and throb a little bit. You haven't encountered. You don't remember tasting something like this before, even in your studies with your master.
Oh. Maybe it's just a really strange soup. No, it's magical. It's definitely magical.
You're definitely certain this is magical because of the effect of the in the liquid.
No, that's just normal soup. That's just what soup does. Have you seen soup before? It always just has this red pulsating dot blob thing in the middle, right?
Oh yeah, red dot soup. Red dot soup.
It's a classic.
Don't drink. Is what I try to
Exaggerated
tell
nodding.
everyone.
And you hear when you say "don't drink," Peludo says,
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. Actually, but I've been kind of worried about these fires going out, actually. There doesn't seem to be that much fuel in here, and these coals don't seem like they're going to last that long.
and Junti says,
Oh, yeah. And often Peludo worries for no good reason, but I think he's right in this case. I've seen an awful lot of deadwood outside, and but I'm a little bit worried about going back out there in this cold, and also, I don't know, we heard some rustling in the trees and some movement while we were out there, and a little bit concerned that there might be...
She kind of like looks around at these corpses, these insectoid corpses.
that there might be more of these monsters out there.
That could certainly be the case. And it does, yes, it does seem like a certainty that these fires will probably run out soon. Yeah, maybe we should probably gather some before it gets dark.
Now
Let
that
me
I'm
ask.
now that I'm in here, I'm a little bit too scared to go out there. I have to admit. Especially, I'm completely unarmed. Maybe if you could give me an escort, I would go and have a look around. I don't want to. I certainly want to pull my weight and everything.
Yes, certainly.
I just realized they speak Savannah Common.
Well,
Doris and I have been talking to him. It's fine.
yeah.
We'll just retcon that was.
Fuck. It's
I'll
hard.
move over and pretend. I'll be over here.
Swapsies.
Hello, friend.
That's a good point, Pluto. I think we all should put some people on watch as well to keep an eye out.
Like I said, I think I heard something out there, and yeah, I don't want to run into any more of these insectoid creatures, but yeah, maybe at some point we could, if we could get some weapons together, or if you wanted to we could go out there with you and maybe find some wood.
Sounds like a very good idea. I'm just gonna check the treasure pile that we've got.
Yep.
To see what weapons we do have, we can share around.
Maybe I can borrow Retty's bag. We can empty it, put some things in it, bring it back, give it back to him.
My bag is pretty empty as well at the moment.
Oh, you've got a bag, right? I forgot about that.
Oh, wait.
It's just so little on your big back.
It's a satchel. It's a man bag.
Stylish.
Pluto, would you prefer a club? A quarterstaff is all the rage at the moment. If you like a quarterstaff.
And you hear like Brond laugh, and his laughter sort of echoes through the chamber.
These people cannot fight.
And Pluto kind of looks over, looks a bit nervous.
Oh, either one, perhaps a quarterstaff. I feel like I could lean on that.
I like your style.
It reminds me of my old rake that I used to have back in the garden.
I love him. I love him so much.
Helping hands. That's what we like to see around here. Broad. And give Pluto the quarterstaff.
All right, he'll take the quarterstaff, but he definitely doesn't hold it like he knows how to fight with it.
That's fine.
He's like moving stuff around on the ground.
He's like, oh, now I can protect us, dear.
Oh, I know you can.
I'll accompany you too. I'll go with you.
But,
Junti actually elbows him in the ribs, though.
He says, oh, yes, my wife is very hungry, and I am as well. We should also definitely try to do something about food. Everyone's getting very hungry again.
That's right. We need water, tick, shelter, tick, slowly getting through it. Food.
Should we go back for the
And
bears?
self-actualization.
That's the final step. That's too far down the line. The other side of the
Self-actualization.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe while they're talking to Paluda and Junti, I might try and find some jungle animals that are perhaps also carnivores, and let them know that if they go downstairs and follow the tunnel, they'll come to like these dead bears that they can bring and roast.
Yeah, you can find some carnivores who are big and strong, and they sort of draw together in a group, but they look nervous again. You know, they're kind of like, what if there's more bears? What if there's other strange creatures that come into the cave?
That's true.
We don't have the means to defend ourselves.
How do you usually eat? Catch prey?
Well, with weapons, with hunting weapons, with spears.
Oh, with spears. Do we have any spears? In our we got arrows.
Did the bugs have weapons?
They have
Knives, was it?
yeah, knives. They've got flint knives.
Maybe really will collect some of it, or collect those, just so we have them available.
Yeah, you can do that. That would be, I can't remember, but off the top of my head, something like maybe 6 of them or something like that. 6 or 7 flint knives. I'll put them in the treasure pile.
Distribute them evenly between herbivores and carnivores.
Okay.
Just in case.
Maybe some of these people who now kind of armed with these flint knives, they perhaps they're looking just brave enough. They're kind of, you know, are you sure this is okay? And they will head off down those stairs, off to grab these bears.
Remember to follow the river back.
But you would also know that these bears won't feed everyone. You know, there's like 100 plus people. But it'll certainly help. I mean, actually, that would be like a hell of a lot of meat, really, wouldn't it? I don't know. I've never gone hunting or anything.
I think we ended up with about, I thought we said we had about 50 in the group, because the other 50 had kind of gone off into the plains.
There were somewhere over 200 initially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm misremembering then. I don't have the notes right in front of me.
Well, there's probably, I probably said
clarify what the
50
number
because
was.
there's like approximately 50 herbivores and 50 carnivores.
Yeah, that'd be where it comes from. Sorry.
But some of these people that you speak to, they also say that Carly is looking for you, or she was overheard talking about how there's a need to make some weapons and get everyone fed.
Is Carly Savannah Jungle?
Carly is Jungle Common.
Jungle, I think.
Oh, so is that the one we saved a couple of times? 2 or 3 times.
The Felid, the like panther.
Yep. Huh. Whereabouts is she?
We'll
I guess.
I'm going to say, Vindaros, as you move past these 2 individuals here, Ubla and this small,
Ubla.
toad folk, you can hear them attempting to have a conversation with each other. They're not able to communicate though, but they're sort of gesturing and pointing at this opening over here and at these rocks. And you can hear Ubla, because you understand Ubla, and you know, he's kind of saying, I think he sees you walk by. He's like, I think this toad folk wants to pile up these rocks in front of these doors. It's very cold in here. It might stop some of the draft.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. So, apologies, Ubla, I saw you in conversation, and I didn't want to interrupt as I was walking past.
That's okay. We've been struggling to understand each other. I don't know exactly what he's saying, but I used to be a builder. I think I mentioned it. But I don't know exactly how this would work. But there seem to be enough stones here we could just kind of pile them up. It's like only it's like pretty high, like 5 meters tall, but if we just make a big pile, it might work and kind of cut some of this draft.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure some of these other mastodons can help around the 2 meter mark. Maybe if you can lead the building team, I can start gathering some other people to help, and hopefully it catches on.
That seems like a good idea. I'll see if I can get anyone else to do this.
And Twig, you're nearby. You can hear like Broggett. This guy is called. He turns to you. He says,
Oh, hello, my name is Broggett. I've been trying to communicate to this fellow here, this warthog form, pig folk. And I think he's getting the idea, but I think, I used to be a builder, and I know a little bit. I used to build stone huts.
Oh.
And I think that I would have a pretty good time of piling these stones up in front of this opening here to prevent some of this draft. But I'm not. These are pretty big stones. I'm not really strong enough to carry a lot of them. I'm trying to get this big guy to help me, but he doesn't seem to understand exactly what I'm saying.
Can I see Vindaros doing some of this stone piling, like beginning to pile some stones? I don't know.
Yeah, Vindaros, if you want to start looking for some of these stones, give me either a perception check to find the perfect stone, or an athletics check to find a really big stone.
Oh. Let's go athletics.
All right, give me another one.
Okay.
And nice, give me one more. You want 3 passes.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, you are able to carry over some like big rocks and pile them up, begin kind of creating this barricade here, and you can have some inspiration.
Ooh. Nice. I think actually that your friend here, his name I believe is Ubla, has gotten the point across to my friend there, Vindaros.
Oh, I see. Vindaros.
Yeah. Yes. I think that maybe if you can get some of the jungle folks to do the same, I think you guys would make a great team.
That seems like a good idea. Although,
And he kind of points over at the ceiling where this snow is kind of filtering down.
that's a much larger hole, and although there are plenty of stones around here, I'm not exactly sure how we would plug that particular hole. But at least we do have some shelter, that's for sure.
Yes, that is a bigger problem, isn't it? Well, for now, we can try plug up the small holes.
That seems like a reasonable thing to do. One hole at a time.
What's your name, good sir?
Oh, my mistake. My name is Broggett. How rude of me. What is your name?
Broggett. That's very appropriate.
Actually, I know your name. I know your name already, of course. You are one of the heroes. We all know your name.
We are worthy.
Oh, you flatter me.
And Vindaros, you hear Ubla say,
The real problem, though, is that big hole in the ceiling. I used to make mud brick houses back in the savannah. I wonder if we could find some mud or some clay or something, maybe we could, use it as a kind of cement to keep some of these stones in place. It would be a really big job, though. But you did ask me before if I had any ideas about building. So, I don't know, maybe.
Sounds good. Definitely sounds good. Well, I've started off the foundation here for the wall.
Looks really good.
Yeah, I think some others might be joining in shortly. I can see if anyone else can move these rocks and you can give them some guidance.
Maybe I can, if I see this going on, maybe I can head back over to the Mastodon kind of in the corner and see if they'll join.
Yeah. So this is Bragoska, who is the Macedonian who is missing both of her tusks.
Oh yes, I remember.
And she speaks Savannah Common. And as you come up to her, she is perhaps just speaking to somebody that is next to her. You overhear her talking about how she thinks everyone needs clothes. Everyone's just dressed in these ragged clothes. She's like, I used to be a weaver and a clothing maker. And she sees you coming and she's like, we need to do something about everyone freezing. We will all freeze to death in here. I could teach some of these people to weave clothing if we could find the appropriate ingredients.
Okay, that sounds like a very good idea. We also need blankets, ways to keep warm, to sit on the floor without freezing. So, what do you need? How much? What works best?
We could probably rig something up fairly easily. We would just need weaving tools, a loom, and some shuttles. We would just need some sturdy branches or bones, and maybe some bark or some grasses or reeds or something to lash the wood or bones together, and also some fibers to make to weave with. Also some grasses or some hemp or even or nettles or anything like that. Some plants with strong insulating fibers. And as she's saying this small mongoose form humanoid overhears this conversation and says, I beg your pardon, I couldn't help overhearing that you might be talking about making some clothing. She says, I think that's a very good idea, but I couldn't help notice that you were suggesting that we use plant fibers. But it's the middle of winter, and it seems to me that it'll be very difficult to find many plant fibers around here. I am actually a maker. I specialize in the making of clothing, but I like to make them out of warmer, more durable fabrics, such as from animal skins. And Rogoskis kind of shakes her head, says, I am not sure if that is such a good idea. I do not want to have to kill any animals. Where you came from, trying to think, like, you can probably hear this conversation as well, Vindaros, like, because you speak Savannah Common as well. Yeah, where you came from, like, even many of the herbivore animal folk would have actually hunted animals for clothing and materials, although the savannah and the jungle where you're from is, like, usually very warm, so there are, like, some people that are allowed to sort of able to go around without any clothing on, or just sort of, like, use, like, simple materials like leaves and bark and things. Over the centuries, you know, some people developed, like, plant-based textiles and things with nettle and hemp and flax and stuff like that, and could use, like, basic tools like bone needles and spindles and things like that to make them. As a result, some of the herbivores stopped hunting altogether. But yeah, there were some other herbivores and definitely many carnivores that would definitely make clothes out of furs and skins.
I think a bit of both might be necessary anyway.
Bragoska seems like she is not comfortable, not one of those herbivores who's particularly comfortable with using animal skins.
We'll have to find both. We need to hunt for food. For the meat eaters. Which means the more we can use of them, the better it is for everyone. Bones, I think we can find. That's easy. I'm assuming the herbivore group has already gone down the tunnel, and they're long gone by this point, so we might have to send someone after them to collect some of the bones we found. Maybe try and collect those skins. Vindaris, I don't know if that's a good idea, but maybe that's what we do. When we go out to look for firewood, maybe we look for some hemp or something too. I don't know what's around here, we'll have to look. But maybe we can do both of these things.
It does seem like it will be difficult in this cold environment. So many of the plants looked like they were dead.
Yes, but even something for the short term will help. We need to keep people from freezing, you're right. I'm assuming we haven't sent I'm assuming our friends by the fire haven't left yet to go look for firewood, because I was planning to go with them.
Yeah, they look nervous to go outside.
Yeah. I figured they wouldn't go without additional accompaniment. So maybe I go back over and sort of nod a quick thank you and head back. Maybe make that a priority to go next.
But otherwise, Brigoska will also now go and take your suggestion and go and help kind of fill this hole up with stones. And this guy, as you're walking away, he's like, "I'm Warden, by the way. Hello, I'm Warden. That's my name."
Hi, Warden. Nice to meet you.
He like shakes your hand enthusiastically. "Oh, it's good to meet you officially. You're my hero."
Vindaris takes a knee to Warden. He goes, "I'm just playing my part. I'm just doing my part."
If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have survived.
We still got a long way to go.
Oh, indeed.
Got to increase. We got to get everyone warm, fed, and make sure we keep them safe.
He nods enthusiastically. Oh, there you are. Oh, nice to meet you as well. Wonderful to meet you. You're also my hero. I have a few heroes.
You're very kind. Like Vindara said, we're just here to help.
Thank you.
We want to make sure we're all safe.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now I'm gonna go. Bye.
So, you are going to go outside and like look for some wood? Is that the idea?
Yeah, wood plus any sort of fibers that might look durable enough to be woven into something that I might have seen out in the savannah.
Okay.
And possibly Vindaris will also keep an eye out for rations as well. Herbivore rations.
All right. Move yourself to where you want to go in order to go outside.
I'm assuming it's just this way, where the stairs are. I lost myself. Where am I? There we go.
It's a long way to self-actualization.
Very long way. I have no sense of object permanence even with myself.
So you're back out in this courtyard again.
Oh dear, there don't seem to be much wood around here.
No, silly, we're just in the courtyard.
Oh dear, what's a courtyard?
Oh, well, it's this stone walkway, of course.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Junty.
Now, can Vindaris pick up the tripwire as well?
Yes.
Ooh.
So
That would probably be made of some kind of
a fiber.
Yeah.
So that's about 6 meters long, I would say. The width and some.
Did you say before that we looked through like the rest of the ruins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really anything else here. Except for, yeah, just those stairs up to the ramparts. And so, as you walk down these stairs, you see directly before you, off in amongst the trees, a large group of individuals moving in your direction, and they are walking in unison, and you can hear their footsteps. They're almost like marching, like through the forest, and you see them like stop just behind the tree line.
Whoa!
Oh shit.
Oh.
You see 20 or so of these echidna folk
Oh.
that you ran into previously, and they're all dressed in, leathers and furs and carrying shields and spears. And you also see what looks like a sort of some kind of monk or something standing amongst them. And
Amongst them.
amongst them.
Sorry.
This guy is like dressed in this long robe with like a rope belt, and he sort of draws back his hood as this sort of platoon of echidna folk stops, and one of these other echidna folks, perhaps this one here, kind of steps forward, and he pulls out this horn and goes like, "Ba-da!" And this individual at the front, this echidna folk at the front, he has dark fur and these kind of particularly light, sort of paler quills than many of the other echidna folk, and these beady brown eyes and this long brown snout. And he's more heavily armored. He's wearing like studded leather armor and a kilt, and he's got this fur cloak on with these like it's like decorated with feathers around his shoulders, and he's got this bronze short sword, and he's also carrying this like circular wooden shield, and he shouts something out towards you in this foreign language that you can't understand, and beckons for you to approach. And let's leave the session there.
What a good cliffhanger.
I think we're going to need some more quarterstaffs. No, only joking.
Is that meant to be a Jaws reference?
Nah. Oh yeah, we're going to need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a bigger quarterstaff.
That's what I thought it was. I genuinely thought that's what you were going for.
Maybe even a 3/4 staff.
Or a full staff, perhaps. 20 of them, we don't know.
Don't get carried away now.
Well, maybe that would help us with the peace talks.
That was really good.
And I'll give you some experience points. Let me see if I can do this properly this time. How many are there? 4 of you. Give you 800 experience points. But you got to share them with Brond as well. No, I'm just kidding. All right. There you go.